right. Toda Yah. And esteem, honor, and praise the Most High Yah by Yahushua HaMashiach. John chapter 5, verse 39, please. Luke chapter 2, verse 44, please. John chapter 5, verse 39.
Search the scripture.
Hold on. I'm letting you know. I go a little different than he do. So let me know if we're going too fast. You know what I'm saying? Because I be moving like a NASCAR driver. John 5:39.
Search the scriptures.
Do what?
Search the scriptures.
Now, we talked about something a few months ago. What did that go back into the law that we looked at about searching? What's the Hebrew word that we can correlate to search? Who remembers what it means? I know it was a while. So to dig. To dig. And what chapter in the law that was we were looking at dig?
Joshua.
Huh? It was in the law.
Numbers.
It was Numbers 21. When he said they dig the well at the instruction of the law giver. You know what I'm saying? Which means they were searching. See, now I'm going to let you brothers know because y'all come. This is the first and foremost thing that we do. And that's preach the gospel of Yahushua HaMashiach first. That's what your faith is actually going to be established on. Before we would actually take the time to show you what the law say and to show you who these people are, you got to know why you believe on this man to even go. Because we were doing over this a couple weeks ago. When the apostles went out, of course, according to what we know, they preached Jesus Christ. That's the first thing they went and did. That's all they talked about. That's all you ever read about. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. But we don't call him that because we let the white folks have some of their stuff. That's their God. You know what I'm saying? You know, Caesar Borgia like boys and his sister. So we call the man by his name, which is Yahushua. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we're going to preach. So when you see certain things, we're going to take certain things and we're going to correlate it to how it relates to him. That's why I asked that question. That's why that wasn't no idle question. Because I knew y'all know, but I wanted him to know. You know what I'm saying? They'll sit back and look at, okay, it say this in the law about these 40 days of their birth. You wouldn't have thought that was talking about the master. You just would have thought that was just an ordinance about a woman having a baby. But in actuality, he had to fulfill that. So guess what happens when we preach that? You learn him and learn the law in the same breath. You know what I'm saying? That's why we do that. Go ahead.
Search the scriptures. For in them you think ye have eternal life.
And what they do?
And they are they which testify.
You heard what he told you?
They are they
about
which
him.
testify of me.
Mm-hmm.
And ye will not come to me that ye might have life. I receive not honor from men.
What?
But I know you.
What you know?
That ye have not the love of Elohim in
There's a
you.
lot of people, he said, like, I already know you love God in you. You know what I'm saying? You don't even believe what I say. So how you going to do what I say? You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody going to do nothing if you don't even believe it. If I tell you go do this here, you're not going to do it, you don't believe it. And if you do it, you're going to halfway do it, and you're going to go to hell with it too. Luke 2 and 44. That's what people don't realize. You're going to serve y'all, serve him all the way out and don't do it at all. That's why he told you he don't want you to be lukewarm, because that's a little bit of hot, that's a little bit of cold. I can't do nothing with it. He's mixing. He hates mixing. Go ahead.
Luke 2:44.
Give me 2 Chronicles 13 and 9. Make it 7. Go ahead, Troy.
But they supposing him to have been in the company with a day's journey, and they sought him among their kinsfolk and acquaintances. And when they found him not, they turned back again to Jerusalem seeking him. And it came to pass that after 3 days they found him in the temple, sitting in the midst of the doctors.
What was he doing?
Hearing them and asking questions.
He was listening to him, asking a question. What else he did?
All that heard him were astonished at his understanding and his
They
answer.
was like I said, they was astonished at this man. Y'all know how old he was? 12 years old. They said, well, how did 12-year-old boy come in here smashing these people? Don't you find it ironic that he ended up talking to them when he was 12? We'll leave that alone. Come on.
And when they saw him, they were amazed. And his mother said unto him, Son, why have you thus dealt?
And what did he tell her?
Behold, your father and I have sought sorrow. He said unto them, how is that you sought me?
He said, what you looking for me for?
Know you not that I must be about my
He
father's
said, don't you
business?
know I must be about, it's spelled up under that. Y'all forget it. You know what I'm talking about? When Muffin pointed out, I ain't even realize. I might be dyslexic. I don't know. You know what I'm talking about? Now you know what he told him. Read it again.
Know ye not that I must be about my father's
He
business?
said, don't you know that I got business to attend to? Now let's read that 2 Chronicles 13 and 7. You got a lot of people, they say they buy their business. We went over this last year. That's the actual name of the video. That I must be about my father's business. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to be your father's business. And now when we sit back and look at it, that's your work, your business, or your service. So you got some people in the world, they buy their business. When it comes to Yahuwah, that nigga there's a backbone. You know what I'm talking about? This nigga's never on time. He always clocking in late. He do halfway work. You know what I'm going to do? You're fired. You know what I'm saying? Now, we didn't read it because he was looking at something in that Numbers 14. I'm going to come back to it because that's what he told them people. You're fired. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to get on your business, you don't want to get on your job, you fired. See, that's what I was telling y'all last night. I can't be like, you know what? I ain't showing up on Shabbat, man. I ain't appreciate that. I'm taking this week off. You ain't got to worry about it. You fine. Every last one of y'all got a job, you can call off. I can't never call off. You know what I'm saying? I could break my leg, and I'm going to have to be there. You know what I'm saying? I would have to be physically incapacitated. Then you would be like, I give him a pass. Because you physically can't make it. If I can physically make it here, I have no excuse not to be here. Go ahead. 2 Chronicles 13 says.
And there are and the Bayou set in battle array with the army of valiant men of war.
Valiant men of war. Now I got the word valor up there, not value. Now when you sit back and you see valor, you see what we have here? That's your name, man. You don't tell him your name, that's his name. Right, that's it. It means strength or ability. Now, like I said, I'm going to pronounce it wrong. That's what it means to be about your business. What is that? So now what we have here, right, before we proceed, we got water right here, right? Water and chaos, right? And we got the model, what we going to have for this? What we going to
teach. That's not the calf, that's the coup.
Okay, we'll change that in a moment. To teach, right? Now what is it?
Strength.
That's your strength, right?
I think you wrote the right letter.
I think you
wrote the wrong words.
Yeah.
It's just Q-U-P-H.
I wrote it how you said it.
Hey.
So that's your fault.
Hey.
We blame you on that.
Can't bat 100 every time.
I heard that. Ain't badass. And what we gonna get for this, y'all?
Sunrise.
That's the vision. And when we get the hate, what we gonna get out of there? Open. So when we about our business, what we gonna get out of this? If we look at water, we can just place water with what? So we gonna put the ruach there. And the ruach's gonna do what? The you how to do what? And then what that's gonna do then?
Separation.
And then what you're gonna open the what? The door. So when you sit back and you about your business, you know what I'm saying?
Bus.
You know what I'm talking about? I told you I might get dyslexic. Leave me alone. I might get a check. But listen, right? So that means a preacher's business is to make sure that, because what is I did? Let me stop. Go ahead. Hold on, before we get into that battle, let's get this way. We know what the con is, right? What that's going to do?
Separate.
That's going to separate, right? And we know what that yard is, right?
And
That's that hand. And we know that the heart is what? To teach, right? So this is the hand that separates to teach you. Who is the right hand of Yahuwah?
Yahusha.
So that means Hamashiach got to be valiant to have that strength of ability that's going right back to that business, because he's a valiant man of war, you talking about. So when you sit back and look at it, the weapons of our warfare are not what? So when we ain't looking, like I said, we were talking earlier about it. Okay, yeah, straight up. I said on camera, I don't really care. When it go down, I'm gonna bust these people down. I don't know about y'all. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know about y'all, because I feel like how David feel. This uncircumcised Philistine that rose up against the armies of Yasharah, I'm gonna leave him stank right there where I found him at. Because he done tried the name of you. He said he coming with some armor on. I'm coming in the name of you. I bet I leave him stank. You know what I'm saying? So when the people come, I done told y'all this before, you done heard it said many times. We're gonna get them guns, we're gonna load them up, we're gonna say a prayer, and play that y'all have mercy, and then we're gonna bang it, whatever happen. You know what I'm saying? Because if we living right, guess what happened? If I die, I'm still alive. If I live, I'm still alive. I ain't losing. They losing because they going in. They ain't got no ruach covering them. They ain't got no Elohim. They Elohim is in the dust. They Elohim made up by their own brain. So they don't want to catch no shit. I told y'all something once before, man, you can't kill something ready to die now. If you can't kill something that's alive in Yahuwah, because that's immortal. That man ruach in you can't die. That man say Baruch all the dead because they said say the ruach, and the words do follow. Huh? The words follow you, right? We always sit back and look at that Moses. He said Moses' words follow. Why you think he was up there on the mountain with the master? Why you think Elijah was up there on the mountain with the master? Them words follow him. Why you think the master got up? His words follow him. You do evil, them words gonna follow you right to the lake where the worm dies not, the fire should not be quenched. Which one you want? You know what I'm saying? Choice on you. But sit back and look at it, right? About your business, keep going. Now you sit back and see that's the purpose, like you see how you see that there. Because you see those characters are telling you something. See, our language is the only language that the characters, or for lack of a better term, the alphabet or the letters actually mean something. You know what I'm saying? In English, A just is A. You know what I'm saying? In Spanish, I don't know no letters, but they mean this is whatever.
It said the Bible set the battle in array.
He said the battle where?
In array.
In a what?
In array.
What that mean to set battle in array?
Formation.
Formation, right? Get me Ephesians chapter 4, verse 4. He said he set the battle. Matter of fact, make it by 4 and 4 good. We're going to run it down. Bear with me. So he said battle in array. That means it's a formation. Oh, she read it. She done took off. So let's see what that means to set the battle in array. Because that means they talk about men who about their business. See, if you're a warrior, you're a soldier, you about your business. That's why he said you got to endure hardness as a good soldier, Yahushua HaMashiach. You got to please him who chose you to be a soldier. That's why I tell you, ain't no days off for me. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying to tell you. You got to be built like that. I mean, you already got, he told Jeremiah what? He said, before I knew you, before I formed you in the belly, I knew you. I set you apart to be a prophet under the I mean, you were born to be a soldier. I made you that way. You know what I'm saying? Some people ain't made to be no soldier. That's all right. Everybody ain't no soldier everywhere. You know what I'm talking about? Everybody got a different role to play. Just like we talked about last night. We leave you back there with the stuff. You just wait. Come on. Hey, little mother. Go ahead, sir. Ephesians 4.
There is one body.
One what?
One body.
What else?
One ruach.
One what else?
Even as ye are called in one hope of your call.
And what else?
One master.
One who?
One master.
And what else?
One faith.
One what?
One immersion.
Uh-huh.
One Elohim.
Yes, sir.
And the Father of all, who is above all, and through all,
And what else?
and in you all.
He in all of us, if we obey him. You know how he got, now, according to what he just heard, how would he be in y'all and through y'all?
To the Spirit.
But I'm talking about what he just read. That's one of them, but what else did he say?
To the Word.
You get that too? What else did he say?
That's his body.
That one there too. And that's going back to what he just mentioned. See, I'm going to just reference some of that stuff he was talking about in the law. You look at when you look at when they were coming through that Red Sea for that birth. See, I would want to talk about that because we have been discussing that. See, that was you sit back looking at it. See, when they came up out of Mizraim, see, they didn't know good, but they knew evil. You know what I'm saying? So to a certain extent, they weren't babies, but they were babies. You know what I'm talking about? So when they were coming up out through that water, coming up through that birth canal, now you being reborn. That's how now you got to be taught in true righteousness and true Kadesh to him who created you, because he just fashioned and formed you to be his children. But see, you know what we want to be? We want to be niggas. You know what I'm saying? Unappreciative, ungrateful, disobedient, stiff-necked, think we know everything. I'm talking about spaz speed. That's what children is. They in a hurry. I can't stop. I want what I want when I want it right now. You know what I'm saying? Mama, I want some water. I want some water. I want some water. I want some water. Then next thing you turn around, you do this here. Bam! What's that? You know what I'm saying? Leave me alone. I give it to you when I get it to you. You know what I'm saying? Say impatience. And then you know what I'm saying? And one thing about children, they don't listen. When they say don't listen, when you tell them this is going to be the consequence of the end event of your behavior, they got to go find out for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Then they come back, well, you told me it was going to happen. I know it. That's why you got them lumps upside your head. I told you kept messing with that boy, he's going to beat you up. You know what I'm saying? I told you, leave that boy alone. You're going to pick it on him. You do this here to him, he's going to do this here to you. How he going to do that? Mama don't know what she's talking about. Daddy don't know what she's talking about. Then you come back home crying because you got 3 lumps right down your forehead. Told you that little boy going to beat you up. You know what I'm saying? But you went around that mess with it. Or all y'all did this one here, don't have nobody in my house while I'm at work. Everybody in here done did that one here. You know what I'm talking about? Or how about this one here? Don't go outside. And you know mama's going to be home by 6:25. And you trying to push it. You know what I'm talking about? Now you trying to scramble to get back to the door, hoping she don't see you. I should have bust your whole head open. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we was acting. Or you feeling like you ain't getting what you want when you want it. You know what I'm saying? So now you start throwing a tantrum. Because that's what we were doing in the wilderness. We were throwing tantrums. We were acting like children. You know what I'm saying? And that's what children do when you don't tell them what they want to hear. You fall out in the middle of the floor. Then the next thing you know, I want to go to grandma's house because grandma let me do what I want to do. That's how they want to go to Egypt. You know what I'm saying? See, I ain't had that option. My grandma was dead. So you just going to stay here. Go ahead. Go ahead.
But to every one of us is given grace according to the measure of the gift of the Mashiach.
Yes, sir.
Wherefore he says, when he ascended up on high, he led captivity captive.
He took captivity captive.
And gave gifts unto men.
And he gave gifts to men.
Now that he ascended, what is it but that he also descended.
So he said before he went up on high judgment, he had to die first. Just so you know, because I know this is going to be hard, we don't go into it. When you read about Lucifer, that ain't the devil. That's the master. Because he said, I will ascend up on high. Where you ever read the devil say he was going up there? He know. We can read the master say he was going. And we know he went. That's why he said, and he said what? He said, but before you go, he said, I'm going to bring you down to the pits of hell. That's just what Paul told him. Talking about the Mashiach. Talking about the Messiah. Say before he ascended, he had to die first. So for captivity to get taken captive and you to get these gifts, that man had to die first. You know what I'm saying? And guess what's got to happen before you get a gift? You got to die first. Go ahead.
Now that he ascended, what is it? But that he also descended first into the lower parts of the earth. He that descended is the same that ascended, far above Hashemayim, that he might fill all things.
Yes, sir.
And he gave some apostles,
What he gave?
prophets,
And what else?
evangelists,
And what else?
pastors,
And what else?
and teachers,
And what else?
perfecting of the Kudashim.
Perfected of the Kudashim. Hold on, read that again.
He gave some apostles.
He gave some, y'all know what the apostle is, right?
Person that's taught by Yah.
And what is a prophet?
A person that gets a vision.
An apostle is somebody who does not get the revelation of Yahushua HaMashiach from a man. Get it directly from the master. You know what I'm saying? That's why people say Paul not an apostle. Paul told you he was taught the perfect manner of the law. He said Gamaliel taught him. But he said the revelation of Yahushua HaMashiach, he said I ain't get that from no man. That's what made him an apostle. That's why the apostles are actually apostles. Because the master taught them himself. Ain't nobody teach them not him. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't fit into that office. There's still apostles on this earth. Don't let nobody tell you no different. Now a prophet is a man who speaks something that's going to happen before it happens. And what else they got?
Evangelist.
An evangelist is a traveling preacher. And what else?
Pastors.
And a pastor is a head of a congregation. You know what I'm saying? And what else?
Teachers.
And teachers, and that's just somebody who teaches the word. That's a minister. Anybody can do that. And there's qualifications that a man got to be to fit every last one of them. So when we sit back and we look at that, what do we see? These are men, that's their work and their business. And what was their business to do?
For the perfecting of the Kudashim, for the work of the ministry.
For the work of the ministry. Perfection in Hebrew just simply means to make complete, whole, or healthy.
The edifying of the body of Hamas.
To instruct them. So that means this is their business. The master said what? Don't you know I must be about my master, my Abba's business? That means I must be about his Ruach to teach strength to the people that they might be separated so they can get in the door. You know what I'm saying? That means for each one of them men that he read, that's their business, that's their job, that's their work, that's their service. Troy, give me Luke 17 and 9. Come on, Will. Where you at in 2 Chronicles 13? Verse 4 is where we at. Hold on. Tell them who Abiyah is. Let them know who that is. See if they know who that is. Y'all know who that is?
Ariyah is Luke.
Abijah. Y'all know who that is?
How you say Luke in Hebrew?
You know that's the king, right? King of Yehuda. That is the king of Yehuda. He was not a wicked man.
Who?
Abiyah. He was not a wicked man.
Why you keep calling that? That's what they say. I'm just asking what the truth is. English say about it. Everyone's father should say that.
Go ahead.
And the Bible stood up upon Mount Zemarim.
He stood where?
Up upon Mount Zemarim.
He stood where?
Up upon Mount
Now this is the king of Yehuda, so you know there's got to be a concept coming with the master on this. Don't you not realize that the king of Yehuda set men, valiant men, strong men with ability in array, in formation? Oh, y'all didn't even catch that. Silence, stop. I knew you were going to do it. I had to watch you. Go ahead. Come on,
It says Mount Zemarim, which is in Mount Ephraim.
it's where?
In Mount Ephraim.
What else?
And said, hear me, O thou Jeroboam, and all Yasharah.
Now you know who Jeroboam is, right? That's the king of Yasharah. Y'all remember why we talked about Jeroboam some months ago with his wicked self? Because he wanted to listen to his friends instead of listening to the counsel of wise men. That's what some of our people are wrong with our people right now. They'll listen to a sin and a heartbeat. You know what I'm talking about? That's how I know you wicked. See, he did just what the book said. He didn't mix. He didn't try to mix no righteous counsel because he wasn't no righteous man. If you a sinner, guess who you going to listen to? That book say a naughty heart listen to a lying, say a lying tongue go up. What it is? Give me Proverbs 17. I'm saying it. I don't even say it. It's 17 and 4. I don't even want to say it. Because I'm tell you, that's what a sinner do. Sinner ain't going to listen to no righteous counsel. Y'all sit back and look at you, be talking to somebody, you be telling them to do what's right, they steady do what's wrong. This is what they is right here. This is what they do.
A wicked doer.
A wicked what?
A wicked doer.
What they do?
Giving heed to false lips.
I mean, a wicked doer gonna listen to a liar.
And a liar giving ear to a naughty
I
tongue.
mean, you're wicked behind, that's what you're gonna do. Read that again. A wicked doer do what?
A wicked doer giving heed to false lips.
Ooh, they listen to Satan.
And a liar giving ear to a naughty
They
tongue.
listen to Satan. What you think a wicked person gonna listen to a righteous person? And what did Jeroboam turn around? Ain't he do that? Somebody be showing you Jeroboam church. You ain't none of y'all church.
That can go to Eve too, right?
I won't call her a wicked doer. I ain't gonna do that. Go ahead. Come on back and say it.
It said,
The word was wicked, but
I was
ain't
saying
call her.
listening.
Oh man, but see what he's saying, a wicked doer. So that basically a sinner. You continually in disobedience. Guess he gonna realize I'm working right now. He gonna do it. Come on.
he stood up upon Mount Zemarine, which is in Mount Ephraim, and said,
What he say?
Hear me, thou Jeroboam, and all Yasharal.
What he told him?
Ought ye not to know that Yahuwah Elohim of Yasharal gave the kingdom over Yasharal to David forever and ever?
He gave the kingdom to who?
David forever and ever.
What he gave it to him by?
To him and to his son.
To who? To him and who?
His son.
Now why these stupid niggas be talking about David gonna rule? Who he just said he gave it to?
Him and his son.
And what is the master?
Son of David.
Come on. He said by the covenant by what?
By a covenant of salt.
Now why would that be important? We can look at that salt. Why would that be important?
That's what you,
What you know what I'm saying? You put the salt on the sacrifice, right? Make it right.
that's what you
So you know what I'm saying? That's what? Don't do it like that. Come on.
He said,
yeah,
Jeroboam.
Hijack, you know. Like ice cream, jacking from these. Taking that, you wasn't using it right.
Well, Jeroboam, the son of the bat, was the servant of Solomon.
Serving a who?
Servant of Solomon.
No, I was thinking about that song. That nigga Jay-Z told me, no, he said, yeah, I sampled it. So he was using it wrong. So you made it a hot line. He said, I made it a hot song. Come on.
It said, Jeroboam, the son of the bat, the servant of Solomon, the son of David, is risen up and hath rebelled against his master.
They did what?
They rebelled against their master.
Troy, give me, oh, that's Isaiah 1 and 3. Yeah, this whole, he good in Luke. 17-9 for the moment. This 1 and 3. He said they done got up and rebelled. So when you looking at Yasharal rebelled against Yahuwah. So you know what that's actually telling you? Yasharal rebelled against Yahuwah. They rebelled against the master. He said, I came into my own, and my own received me not.
The ox knows his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Yasharal does not know, my people do not consider.
They don't consider, because you rebelled. Because if you know your master, if the ox knows his master's crib, then you would know. He said, but what else he said about it?
A sinful nation,
A sinful nation,
laden with iniquity,
laden with sins,
seed of evildoers,
whole bunch of wicked bastards,
children that are corrupt.
corrupt.
They forsaken Yahuwah. They have provoked.
I think it was verse 2, he said, I nourished children, they rebelled against me. Is that verse 2?
I have nourished and brought up children, and they have rebelled against
They
me.
rebelled against me. That's what we do, right? You sit back and you look at it, right? You done sit down, you done took the time to teach people the word, I done taught them this here, I done nourished you, and you buck me. That's what we be doing to the man. Because when you sit back and you look at it, he said, my body is bread. It's the bread of life. Correlate that with the manna. And the word is correlated with bread. So that means I'm nourishing you, I'm feeding you, and you buck me. You know what the biggest thing our people love to do? Live contrary but want to keep the man's name in your mouth. That man said, if you name yourself after Mashiach, depart from iniquity. That man don't care nothing about you saying hallelujah and swearing falsely and all that stuff, and you wicked in the day is long. That man don't care nothing about that. That's false praise. That man can't do nothing. That man say, boy, he will not hold you guiltless. You take his name in vain and you make it worthless. So you around here talking about Yahuwah, but you said it. That man said, I'm going to come see you about that. You just made my name vain. Worthless words. You know what I'm saying? Common. You done mixed sin with righteousness by using my name but living sinful. I'm going to kill you for that. You know what I'm saying? Because what we just read the other day in Ezekiel 36, y'all have made my name common amongst the heathen where you go. I mean, don't care. People don't care. We think it's a big deal saying his name when your life supposed to be a testimony against these people. That's what's supposed to be the testimony how you live. Then people see you. And Esther, they say they got laws different from ours. They say they don't live like we live. Matter of fact, in Acts chapter 16, that Romans say, man, he said, man, you teaching customs ain't lawful for us to observe, being Romans. Y'all got to get from around here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all talking about we can't commit adultery. You tell them we can't lie. We can't worship this God I got in the back made out of gold. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to go. Y'all around here talking about Diana. I make money off Diana. I'm a kid, boy. Y'all got to get on. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we just sit back and look at. You can't have that lip profession. That man say he that order his conversation aright, or his conduct, his behavior, his manner of life. He said, I'll show him my salvation. You ain't gonna get no salvation keeping that man name in your mouth living contrary. Might as well just go ahead and just say you your own God and praise yourself. That's what you're doing anyway. You know what I'm saying? But nobody want to tell nobody that. You gotta remember now, when you justify the wicked, that's an abomination. You saying that they are right. So you got to make sure that if somebody doing something wrong, that you don't embolden them or give them any tacit agreement that you agree with what they're doing. Because now you done did what's in Romans chapter 1. He said, you take pleasure in them that do such things, during the judgment of Elohim, that they are worthy of death. So you worthy of it too. You know what I'm saying? They tell you pray for a sissy, you pray for them, they worthy of death, you worthy of it too. Because you take pleasure in it. You know what I'm saying? If a nigga doing something wrong and you stamp it, you take pleasure in it, y'all say you die too. That's tight for you behind. You know what I'm saying? That man told you this is a tight and narrow pathway. This is a narrow and straight way. So that means ain't no going to the left or to the right. You get to the left or to the right, that man might say, stay out there. Stay out there. He said there's a highway, and the way of Kadesh, he said the unclean shall not enter in therein. Sinner can't walk on it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's tight. A sinner can't. And you know what happened? That's why he said there'd be a highway there and there'd be few there that find it. Because when the sinner go to walking, whoa, I'm turning around. I'm turning around. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't know it like this here. And it's a long road too. And you got to have the patience to keep on going. That's why we dealt with last week in Isaiah 30. He said there's a way. He said you'll hear a voice behind you saying this is the way. Walk you in it when you turn to the left. So while you walk in that pathway and you go to sin, get back over here. Get back over here. But it's not just going to be some random words. If the word is in you, the word will start coming to your mind. Boy, you know you ain't got no business doing that. How many of y'all was finna get something, do something you ain't had no business and the word came to your mind before you did it? You know what that was? This is the way. Walk you in it. You getting outside the way, you better turn your stupid behind back around. And you know where that comes from? Because the people who buy their business would have a minister to teach you to have the strength to resist sin to keep yourself sanctified so you can get in the door. You can't get in the master with no sin now. See, this is stuff that nobody want to hear. I want to be encouraged. I encourage you to stop being wicked. You know what I'm saying? Because that's all the master ever came and did. And that's what he came and did. These people act like Jesus never told people that they were going to hell. Now when I open up that book, you going to hell for lying on it. You know what I'm talking about? Straight up and down. You know why? Because you have to warn these people.
He said it in multiple ways too.
Numerous ways. Numerous ways. Some ways it was right to open. He said you better cut your hand off before you go in the lake. Where the worm dies not, and the fire should not be quit. He said it's better for you to go in that hall than to burn in hellfire. He said, huh? He said, you supposed to be sinners above all sinners? He said, except you repent, you going to hell too. You know what I'm talking about? Then he said they're going to be a weeping and gnashing of teeth. He said, take them outside and burn. You know what I'm saying? He had to let you know this in a particular way. Man, ain't nobody playing with you. And in the same token, he told him, hey man, the kingdom of Elohim is in you. You know what I'm saying? He that follow me will live forever. Believe this? You know what I'm talking about? He said, your father's a man in the wilderness and are what? Dead. He ain't come around there and play with them people. See, that's the whole problem. See, the man was generally, he was loving, but remember, he was austere. That means he ain't play no games. He ain't play no games. He ain't playing with you. You know what I'm saying? I love you. I'm talking about I hold you down. I give you whatever you want. Come on, you know you had to be real, let another man lay on his chest. We'll sit back and look at that like, man, that's kind of weird. But in those days and times, that was a common custom. That wasn't no big deal. That's my nigga. He can lay his head right here. What you mean? We'll look at that now. Oh, that nigga's gay. No, nigga, you gay. You think about having sex with a man when that come up. That's the first thing came to your head. Because you want some movie. Ain't never crossed my mind when I first read that, boy, he might be gay. You know what I'm saying? Same way I sure do to my people laying on the boat naked. So what did he say was other men over there with? Shoot, nigga, was hot outside. But you know, we ain't got no problem getting naked nowhere. You know what I'm talking about? As long as ain't nobody around, like this is shit. And guess what he did when the master came on? He jumped up, put his clothes on. We don't play no type of game. The man know full well he don't want to see his penis, and he don't want to show it to him. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't lying though. You really put the clothes on them and the heartbeat. He say he hesitate. And you see y'all let it be known. We don't play them type of game. That man put his clothes on.
How did that
I'm talking about you on that boat. Out here on that boat, fish, it's 100 degrees out here. Shoot.
Past that.
Bet I lay back around here, boy. Like, see, when another man come, hold up, boy, don't come around that corner. Go ahead. Go ahead. Come on. Okay, I ain't messing with y'all. Go ahead, man. I ain't said nothing. Come on, man. I know.
Sinful nation.
Okay, we good. That's good, man. Yeah, come on back to come. You know what I'm saying, man? We got a little bit of time. It just turned to 4 o'clock. We are back in 2 Chronicles 13. What verse is it? We're in verse 6. 2 Chronicles 13, verse 6. Tell me the Hebrew word for it. We don't really like us. Chronicles comes from the word chronos, and chronos is a Greek god, the god of time.
Chronicles.
Oh, yeah. Rashum. Everybody cool? Y'all smooth? Come on, man.
13:6.
13:6.
Yet Jeroboam the son of Nebat, the servant of Solomon, the son of David, is risen up and hath rebelled against his master. And there are gathered unto him vain men.
Vain what?
Vain men.
Sons of who?
Sons of Belial.
That's what's wrong with some of y'all. You got some more worthless niggas with you. You know that's what a nigga do when they get out of pocket? Go get a whole bunch of sinners, make them feel good about what they doing. That's what they go do. Then they get mad at me, God tell you, you wicked, the niggas you running with wicked, the whole batch of y'all going ahead. Cause how you gonna say you righteous and listen to sinners when the book say, Baruch to those who don't take the counsel of the ungodly? How I'm gonna listen to an ungodly person I claim I'm godly? You know what that's doing? Mixing. That's mixing. You know what I'm saying? If I know you ungodly, there's absolutely nothing I want to hear from you. You know what I'm saying? When it comes, I'm talking about, we talking about coming anything about the soul. Because come on, you know, an ungodly person give you business advice. Don't be no idiot now. You know what I'm saying? The ungodly can give you cooking tips. You know what I'm talking about? And when it comes, I'm just saying. Some ungodly cooks out there, man. They good at what they do. You know what I'm talking about? Some ungodly financial advisors. Some ungodly business people. You know what I'm saying? Hey, some of y'all work for some ungodly people. You got to listen to their advice on their job. You know what I'm saying? I just keep it in perspective. It's just not being an idiot and say, well, you said the only people I can listen to is what it is Kardashian, so I just ain't gonna listen to nobody. No, we talking about when it comes to the word. When it comes to spiritual matters, how can a sinner tell you anything? That's like one of these babies telling you how to be an adult. That don't make no sense to it. But guess what a sinner do? Let me get some sinners with me. Then all it is justification. You know what I'm saying? That's what all Jeroboam was doing, was gathering the vain men and sons of Belial. I need justification for what I'm doing. Because I know I'm wrong, and I want to collect as many people with me to make me feel better about the wrong I'm doing. That's a client for hell right there. They signed up. Come on.
He strengthened himself with sons of Belial.
He strengthened himself. So what he did, he made himself strong with it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. Guess what Jeroboam will walk around doing? Hallelujah. All praise. See, I want y'all to know why we clown about that there, right? Because you go online, you see 1,000,001 Hebrews, right? This will statement, I can't really argue with. Most people, they'll be like, praise Yahuwah. Thank Yahuwah. Thank Yah. Thank God, whatever the case may be. When you see some Hebrew talking about all praises, that nigga wicked. 99.9% of the time, that nigga wicked. You know why? Because I ain't finna mention his name. I don't want to take his name in vain. All praises. Oh, this one here. All praises to the Father by his anointing. Oh, you good, deal. You good with it. You ain't gonna mention his name? I can show you a verse why they ain't gonna mention his name. You want me to get it? No.
They say the children of Belial, he strengthened himself against Rehoboam, the son of Solomon. When Rehoboam was young and tenderhearted and could not withstand him.
You know what? And that's how sinners come at you when you a baby. When you a baby, that's when they gonna come at you because you're too young. You can't necessarily withstand them because you're impressionable. That's why the book tell you to cleave to those who feast I'm a companion to those that fear thee. You know what I'm saying? When you stay to those who follow the word, then you're gonna be what? You're gonna be influenced by them. Cleave to sinners, you're gonna be influenced by them. Go ahead. Because you know what I'm telling you something, right? Everybody feel like Ain't no sinner gonna corrupt me. You going against the book when you think that way. He told you in Deuteronomy 7, don't follow after these nations, they'll turn your heart from following me. He says Solomon had many wives from strange women. And he said he cleaved to them in love and they turned his heart from following them. And if you think you're wiser than Solomon, then I know you're going to hell. Because if it happened to him, it's going to happen to you. You know what I'm saying? I know this. I done told her. Well, I know why this. I used to deal with this woman, man. This woman used to try to influence me to start selling dope again. But she was subtle with it. You know what I'm talking about? Tried to influence me to have sex with her. She used to braid my locks up. This is what she used to do. Bump her hips and her crotch up against my arm while she braid my hair and do it repeatedly. Like I don't know what you mean. You know what I'm saying? Now she know that she's not going to outright do it. But she trying to entice me to do it. Because she know if she say, let's have sex, she know I'm going to go slap off her. You know what I'm saying? She know I'm going to just snap off the rip. So what she try to do is let me entice him. And if he initiated, then bet. You know what I'm saying? We used to be sitting there, she say, boss, I remember boy, you used to make a lot of money selling dope, this, that, and the third. And I'm looking at that nigga like, I know this rotten whore that's not trying to get me to sell no dope. That's what I'm thinking about, because you got to be a whore to even throw that out there to me. You know what I'm saying? I've been out of prison now 3 years. And you know I'm dealing with the word, and you trying to influence me to sell some crack? To take care of you? Oh, no. Man, I'm not going back to prison, because I go back to prison, you finna jump on the next sausage you see. You know what I'm talking about? You finna jump on the next nigga as soon as I get jammed up. It's on to the next nigga. You think I'm going back to prison for you? Nigga, I ain't going back to prison for me. So I can wake up with 72 niggas every day?
Count.
72 niggas every day? I'm gonna tell y'all something, right? And plus being in prison make my blood boil. I'm gonna show y'all something, right? I'm gonna use this like this here, right? They got something called controlled movement. It's a yellow line on the sidewalk. Now the sidewalk might be this here big, but it's just a yellow line. This is where the inmates got to walk through. And if you at the right camp, Taylor CI specifically, I'm glad I wasn't there. I'd have killed one of them guys. You step outside that line, bah! Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Dudes used to go fake psychological emergencies to leave that place. Because they were literally, if you stepped out that line, they were literally open hand slapping you. Not I said the cat, because that person was going to die. We were going to fight right there on the spot. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be the last nigga you slap. You know what I'm talking about? Ain't no way. It sounds funny now, though, but I'm telling you, like, I done seen this type of stuff now. I'll never forget this dude, his name was Cedric Braswell. Nigga was kind of off. You know what I'm saying? I'm at Jefferson Correctional. I was in an AC confinement. I hit a nigga banging his head up against a steel chair. Bing, bing, bing. They were messing with him. You know what I'm saying? They came and took him out. They took him to the regular box. I ended up going behind him. They beat that man to death like that. Yeah, remember something. Regardless of what he was in prison for, that's somebody's son. Yeah. That was somebody's daddy. And guess what they were doing while we were back there? I'm Suge Knight. This death row. Call me Suge Knight. They were boasting about killing us. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, nigga, you supposed to be behind this dope, nigga. You say, ooh, like, I want to kill. It was a black dude and a white dude. I want to kill both of them. I want to execute some vengeance for them. Because you killed him for nothing. You know what I'm saying? You laughing like, there was a dude, while I was in prison, they say the man hung himself. You know where he was at? In a suicide cell. You know what you get in a suicide cell? Nothing. Can't hang yourself. They put you in there with a little film and you butt naked. You ain't got no blanket, you ain't got no pillowcase, you ain't got nothing. There's not even a rail for you to hang yourself on. And guess what they said when they did an autopsy on him? He had broken ribs, but he hung himself. You know what I'm saying? While I was in the county jail, boy, any of y'all, I done told y'all about this, that restraint chair. When you move in that restraint chair, it get tighter and tighter. Boy, they beat a man till he was a vegetable. And guess what it's talking about? He broke out the chair. If he broke out the chair, I had my mama. I'm telling you, if he broke out that chair, I had my mama. You know what I'm saying? When you see stuff like that, no, I'm not trying to go back to that. For a woman, you got to be stupid. For some vagina, nigga, I'm not going to jail for that. You know what I'm saying? But that's the fact of, that's what people do. They would try to entice you to do what's wrong. That's what people do. If you ain't got, and guess what? If I would have been around her, and I wasn't around all the time, because sometimes I might not talk to her, but like once or twice a week, I might go 2-3 weeks with seeing her. But regardless of how strong I was, if I'd have been around that woman every day, oh, I'd be in hell right now. I wouldn't be standing here right now. And I'm sitting here telling y'all that. I would be like, oh man, you would have, okay. I would have had to cut off or went to hell. You can't be around that every day and don't think the people not going to corrupt you. I don't care who you think you are. If King Solomon, especially if you're talking about you love them, you're going to compromise the word because you say you love them. So you don't love y'all, so you are an idiot. You know what I'm saying? You are an idiot. I'm going to tell you something real. Ain't a woman walking this fine or that pretty to go to hell for. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. I don't care what she talking about. You know what I'm saying? Boy, it's a lot of women I don't know like this here, like, well, I would want boss to do this here, but I know boss ain't gonna do it. I ain't even gonna ask. Let me find another nigga to ask him, because I know him. Go ahead.
It say, and now ye think to withstand the kingdom of Yahuwah in the hand of the sons of David.
In the hands of the sons of David.
And ye be a great multitude.
Great multitude.
And there are with you golden calves.
They got idols.
Was Jeroboam made you for gods?
They done made themselves idols. We're going to get to that in a minute. Go ahead, sir.
Have ye not cast out the priest of Yahuwah?
They cast out who?
The priest of Yahuwah.
They cast out who?
The sons of Aaron.
The sons of who?
Of Aaron.
And what Aaron name mean? Light. So the sons of Aaron bring light, which means they make the... Give me Ephesians chapter 5. Calm down, little muffin. Ephesians 5 and 12.
For it is the darkness.
Make it 10. Ephesians 5 and 10, everybody. Let's see what Paul got to say. What he got to tell us?
5 and 9.
Go ahead.
For the fruit of the Ruach is in all goodness.
It's all goodness.
And righteousness and truth.
And truth.
Proving what is acceptable to the master.
Don't y'all realize that the word is going to approve to what's acceptable to the master? So you got to sit back and look at it. Is what you doing acceptable? Or the people you around, is what they doing acceptable? Boy, you're supposed to be able to look a nigga in the face and say, boy, you know that's not acceptable. You know y'all don't accept that. You should go back, you should know that from the law. What we know that from the law from?
If your name requires you to go serve another God, you should be first responder.
No, I'm talking about he said to prove what is acceptable under Elohim. What can we go at the law to see that? Cain and Abel. Abel showed forth what was acceptable to Elohim. Cain did. Cain brought him anything and thought the man was supposed to take it. That's what some of us do. Take this, y'all. Man, like I said, they don't want that thing. Got holes in it. You know what I'm saying? Mold it, dusted. I don't want that. Ain't none of y'all don't want nobody to come bring you home no raggedy gift. Y'all want somebody to buy you some shoes that got holes in it? See, you know what some of y'all do? Thank you for the gift. I appreciate it. I'm going to look in your face. I thank you for the thought. I don't know this and I don't like it. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all be like, that's mean. Shoot, I'm just being honest with you, nigga. I don't like it. You know what I'm talking about? I'd rather tell you that than you ask me, you never buy that shirt I bought you. Because it was ugly, nigga. That's why I ain't with you. With a receipt that I'll take it back, get another one. I appreciate you thinking about it though. Hey, I'm going to let it be known. I appreciate you thinking about it. I really do. But if I don't like it, I don't like it. And if I ain't going to wear it, then I ain't going to wear it. You know what I'm saying? Buy me something I'm going to see. Nigga used to get mad at me. I'm like, I ain't going to buy you no clothes. I get you a gift card. You buy what you want. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that means you wasn't thinking about it. Man, look here, nigga. Because I don't want you wearing something you don't like. Just because I bought it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what you like. Go buy what you like. I'm going to just give you the money. Here you go. But that nigga they don't pay the food. She said, well, how much you want? She just like I said, there you go. You just take that by what you want. Because I come in here with an ugly dress and you're going to be like this here. You know what most women going to do? Oh, I love it. And hide it in the back of the closet.
Never wear it.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't buy it for you to hide it in the back of the closet. You done hear something in the back of the closet?
No.
Yeah, you done hear something in the back of the closet. You know what I'm saying? Oh, ain't no need for all that. Because if you don't like it, it's nothing. See, we be wondering, I don't want to hurt their feelings. You just ain't get a chance to wear it. You know blind to sin. You know blind to sin. See, you done bought an ugly dress, man.
But you're not willing, so.
Hey, you know, some people they can judge their woman's style, they know what to buy. You know what I'm saying? Some I don't buy women clothes, man. I don't know nothing about no women clothes. I ain't buying no ask me does that look. Do you like it? Yeah, that's all that matters. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what I would wear. I know what I won't wear. You buy me old ugly behind shirt, that ain't gonna hang it up in the closet. You gonna take that back. You know what I'm talking about? We gonna get something I like. I'm not winning. You buy me some more, you like these shoes? No. What you mean you don't like it? Well, you hard to hear. You know what I'm saying? I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? Just being for real though. You know things get a lot further, but people too sensitive. You know what I'm talking about? Because you thinking that you don't appreciate the gift. It's only me that don't appreciate the gift. I just don't like it. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong. Because, I mean, you would think about me, so I definitely appreciate that. And you spent your hard-earned money on me. But your taste in clothes is atrocious. That's okay. You know what I'm saying? We can work with you on that. You know what I'm saying?
We can learn.
We can work with you on that. Y'all know I ain't lying. I bet y'all people done bought y'all some gifts from clothes. You like, well, my daddy bought me this ugly behind shirt right here. You know what I'm talking about? Why did he buy that? Come on.
Have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness.
No fellowship.
But rather reprove them.
That's what our law say. What did he tell us to do to their idols and their groves? Tear them down. What did he tell you? Don't make no covenant. Covenant is what? Fellowship, agreement. That's the law. That's right there in Deuteronomy 7. So how we have fellowship with a sinner? You know what that means? You got fellowship with a sinner? You a sinner. If you can hang out with a sinner and the sinner ain't uncomfortable around you, it's because you a sinner. If you walking in this word, nobody outside this word should feel comfortable being around you on a consistent basis. Reason being because every time they around you, they feel condemned. You ain't got to be talking about the word or saying nothing about the word. They know you live it and stand on it. They don't really want to be around you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about all that stuff. You know that's just wrong. You know what I'm saying? They already know that's wrong. They already know you ain't with it. Just like we were talking with Carl, like he said back in the days. If you were drinking a beer, smoking a cigarette, he said that, and your pastor walked up with everybody, put that cigarette down, boy, because you're ashamed. You don't want to hang out with him. You don't want to be around him. You know what I'm talking about? If you living right, and these people know you won't budge all that word, they don't want to be around you. The book says the just is an abomination to the unjust, and the unjust an abomination to the just. They supposed to test you. So if they unjust and they cool with being around you, guess what that say about you? That say more about you than it say about them. If you claim you follow this. Because I was in a situation where I know boy, a nigga whole family ain't like me. You know what I'm saying? And they didn't like me because they had a problem with me. They didn't like me because I stood on this right here. And they knew it too. So guess what I'm going to do? I ain't coming around them niggas. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be around you with all that faking and flogging. Nigga, with your wicked self. Because like this here, I ain't going to come to you talking about, and John chapter 9 say this here. I ain't going to do none of that there. But you know I ain't with what you're doing though. It's implicit, it's implied. I ain't even got to say a word. When I walk through the door, I hate that bastard. They really hate y'all in the shop. They really hate who? That's who they really hate. That's what you got to sit back and realize. He said the world cannot hate you. It's me it hate. Because he said, because I testify their deeds because they're evil. That's why he told you don't have no what? Don't have no what, Troy?
Fellowship.
With what?
With the unfruitful works of darkness.
And what else?
But rather reprove it.
Correct it. Come on.
But rather reprove it, for it is a shame even to speak of those things which are done of them in secret.
He said it's a shame. See, we were talking about that Wednesday, right? You got to get shamed and then you'll be humble. You'll do what? What we talked about last night. Your sins will be made bare. You'll confess it. Come on, sir.
All things that are reproved are made manifest by light.
Light.
And whatsoever does make manifest is light.
Guess what that means, right? So whatever makes manifest, the Ruach is going to teach you what's wrong. And it's going to make manifest that your behavior is wrong. You know what I'm saying? That's what a lot of people's problem is. You don't want to tell nobody that their behavior is wrong. Don't you realize every last one of y'all in here that y'all know the word and you are aware that somebody doing something wrong? You both, that's the law. He say rebuke thy neighbor. Don't suffer no sin upon them. That means you supposed to correct them. So when you know they doing wrong and you don't say nothing, you going to hell. You going to hell. You going to hell. Because you just broke the law. Because he told you to do that. You know what I'm saying? He told you to do that. Boy, you wrong for that. That don't mean you keep telling them every time. But you let them know you're wrong for that. I don't agree with that. Guess what? You know why we don't want to do it? I want to hurt your feelings. Y'all know I don't care about hurting your feelings.
And after you tell somebody else, tell someone not even necessarily the same thing.
Then you got to do this here. Because that's fine. That's what he told you to do. He said if they won't receive your testimony, dust your feet off on them. Leave them right where they at. Keep it moving. Because we see one thing about it. We don't beg nobody to do right. That's not what we do. I'm not going to beg and plead with you to do right. I ain't going to tell you 1, 2 times. I'm good. That's you. That's your soul. Do what you want to with it. You know what I'm saying? That's your soul. Come on, what else he say?
For it is a shame to speak of things which are done in secret, but all things that are reproved are made manifest by the light.
By what? The word. Come on.
For whatsoever does make manifest
Is light.
Wherefore he says, awake, you that sleep, and arise from the dead, and the Mashiach shall give you light.
How about you come up out your sin, maybe you can live for a minute. Come on, sir.
See then that you walk circumspect,
Circumspect means wise with fear.
not as fools, but as wise,
Not a fool.
redeeming time because the days are evil.
Go ahead. We were talking about this something with his brother was talking about earlier, right? How many of y'all ever heard the church people say, I think I've heard of it, but I don't know if I actually heard somebody say it, I'm drunk with the Spirit.
Oh, yeah.
What spirit you think they drunk with? They run there with that mixed wine. That's what they drunk off of. See, he said you supposed to be full with the Ruach, not drunk with it. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what happens when you drunk with it? You drinking diverse doctrine. Somebody's doing something wrong. Come on, Will.
Be not unwise.
You good. Troy ready. I ain't mad at it. That's full clip right there. That is. I think I started saying. I ain't mad at it. Bust your gun, man. Let them know you here.
Have you not cast out the priest of Yahuwah, the sons of Aaron?
You know what they end up doing? We end up casting out the light bearers who make manifest what we're doing. Come on.
The Levites and have made you priests after manner of the nations of the other land?
Give me 1 Timothy chapter 4, Troy. He said, you done made you priests after the manner of the other land. So you know what they end up doing? That's mixing. You mixing. Because we know what Levi mean, right? Join. Those who are joined are his preachers. They joined to him. Because we heard us say one body, right? And he dispersed gifts to him to do what? For the work. Come on. 1 Timothy 4 and 1. That's what we want.
Now the Ruach speaks expressly.
What's going to happen? It's 2 Timothy 4. There ain't nothing wrong with you. Sorry, ain't nothing wrong with you. There's something wrong with you.
No.
See the new one. That's your baby. Drop a bomb. Shayla D like, so which one of y'all, so who gonna change it?
I charge you therefore before Elohim and Adonai Yahushua HaMashiach, who shall judge the quick and the dead at his appearing and his kingdom.
What else?
Preach the word.
Do what?
Preach the word.
What else?
Be instant, in season, and out of season.
Preaching when it gotta be preached, preaching when it ain't gotta be preached. Come on.
Reprove, rebuke, exhort with all your...
That means correct, and warn. To reprove is to correct, right? To rebuke is to correct, and warn.
With all long suffering and doctrine.
With all patience in the word. Come on.
For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine.
They won't do what?
Endure.
So they won't take sound teaching. What they gonna do, Troy?
But after their own lust.
After they own what?
Lust.
Their own desire.
Shall they heap to themselves teachers, having itching ears.
That's what we see in 2 Chronicles 13. They put out the true priests and got them teachers that tell them what they want to hear. Got them some old sons of a lie. Read that to them again, Will. See, I'm just saying back to you, everything Paul say, book for it. We have to sit back and look at it. That's what niggas do. Let me find a teacher that's going to tell me that this fornicating I'm doing is right. This adultery I'm committing is right. Ain't nothing wrong with smoking a little weed. Cannabis, nigga, cannabis. You know what I'm talking about? You can have your 7 wives, bro. You can wife swap. You can swing. You can get drunk. Like I said, you can work on the Shabbat, you coward. Oh, yeah, y'all know that's how I feel about it. If you didn't hear me say that last night, that's how I feel about it. Nigga tell me, man, I gotta work on the Shabbat. Look out with yourself. You's a coward. You's a whole nigga. You know what I'm talking about? You's a chump. You's a buster because you fear Mr. Charlie. You know what I'm saying? You scared what Mr. Charlie gonna do to you. You know what I'm talking about? I don't respect that. You's a slave nigga.
Mr. Charlie want to get rid of you.
But the thing is, though, you know the book say, this is what you're supposed to do. Mr. Charlie say, for your 12, 22 hours, you worry about him taking from you. Man, shoot, man, I just got this job. Man, you hope.
That real situation.
And they'll even try to put it on you after you've been there for a while.
I know they will. And I'm saying this here because, right, they used to hear me say, like, when somebody be like, oh, they scheduled me to work on the Shabbat, you know what I'm saying, because it happened. Now I know there's a way that, like I said, but see myself, I'm talking, I refer to me. I'm a snap. Okay, Crack, I'll show you better than I can tell you. I bet I don't do it. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know why you put me on here. I told your stinking behind, boy, I got here, I wasn't going to do that. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like now you trying me because you think I'm an old fetch and grab. I'm talking about penis in the booty for his master behind nigga. That ain't me. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you. I ain't no slave. I ain't no sambo dance. I ain't going to be doing all this. Oh, Mr. Charles, I'm here. Okay, Mr. Charles going to be calling. Where you at? To the house, nigga. They say, why you to the house? Boy, this is Shabbat. Boy, we get ready to go to service. What you mean? But I need you here. I bet you do. You know what I'm talking about? I bet you do. Shoot, I need a nice cold drink. You gonna bring me a beverage while I'm sitting on this couch? I ain't coming around here. You know what I'm talking about? I bet I'll come around here. You know, I'm real. I ain't no slave, bro. For me, that's insulting as a man. See, it's past the word for me. Because the word speaks for itself. Oh, I ain't coming on that on general principle. But the fact that I came to you as a man and told you, hey, this is what I do. I ain't coming. And you say, oh, it's not a problem, man. It's not a problem. I know it ain't a problem. But as soon as you try me like it's a problem, we got a problem. You know what I'm saying? Because now you think it's 1822 or 1625. Oh, I got to learn you, Mr. Charlie. I got to learn you. Do you know what I'm talking about? I got to learn you. You better find you somebody to play with. You know what I'm talking about? Because I'm a snap. I'm a snap. So when I hear niggas say, man, I'm scared to lose my job. You whole nigga. All I think, I'm dead serious. I'm going to say it like that. I don't care who get offended. You's a wet and soft nigga to me. Because that mean to tell me when it get real and you got to pick up that yammer, you going to be like this here. I don't want no problems, man. I don't want no problems. Oh, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Straight up. That's how I feel about it. I don't know how y'all feel about it. Because if I hear you, if you buckle on Mr. Charlie with something like that with a word, you ain't going to bang it. You not going to bang it. You know what I'm talking about? When he got that pistol to your old lady head, to your chin, you be like, please don't shoot. I ain't gonna plead nothing. Bop! I ain't got no rap. No rap. You know what I'm talking about? Matter of fact, before he get close enough to up the fire on him, already banging. Bop, 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 bop. Come on, boy, y'all boys gotta go. I'm gonna kill when he cries today. That's why it's good we don't mess with their partner. Cause you mess around read Maccabee, well, all you niggas be ready to ride.
There's another one there.
Well, you read, how many of y'all done read Maccabees? Yeah, you don't want to read Maccabees. What they talking about, what, let the police been there kill somebody, you been there messing around read Maccabees? Well, you ready to go. You know what I'm talking about? You talking about, he said, like I said, I want to be like Judas Maccabee. Boy, he killed about 100,000 people.
Any of y'all read about the lady with the 7 sons?
Yeah, all of them died.
That's Maccabee.
That's a Maccabee. See, we don't read with them. See, we don't use the Apocrypha, brother, because it's inconsistencies in it that don't line up with this right here. But Maccabees really happened. That is historical, that is record, all that stuff in there, that really happened. You know what I'm saying? Them boys really roll like that. So when you read that there, you like this here, boy, you like this here, Will, boy, we need to go get my 5 AK, boy, I think we can take them all. That's how you go to Philly. I'm telling you, you go to read Maccabee, that's how you go to Philly. So you sit back and you look at that, right? See, that tells me 2 things. You scared for Mr. Charlie on the Shabbat. You scared to ride, and you're not going to die for this word. You know what I mean? I mean, you're going to tell on somebody. You're going to tell on somebody. You know what I'm saying? You're going to tell on somebody. That's why I say whole nigga. A snitch is a whole nigga. I don't deal with snitches, man. A snitch? Snitches all die. You know what I'm talking about? Straight up and down. You see what happened to Judas. And what was he? A snitch. Okay. Okay. Play with it. You know what I'm talking about? We got some other examples of book 2 by some snitch. Guess what? Saul was ready to kill Jonathan because he looked at Jonathan as a snitch. You ride with this nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Well, guess what now? See, I want to clarify what I'm talking about. Telling on somebody for doing ungodly behavior according to you is not snitching. That is righteousness. You know what I'm talking about? If I seen you doing something wrong, I was supposed to tell you. That man said, if I seen you do this here, that man said, you supposed to be the first one putting the rock upside his head. No pity. That ain't snitching. What snitching is it's a whole gang of them. You down with the Gentile. That's what they did at Samson. They snitched on him. You know what I'm talking about? And what did Yahuwah do? Kill them all. Kill them all. You know what I'm saying? Now that's snitching. That's when you send the enemies of Yahuwah against his people. Now you a snitch. Gotta kill you. You know what I'm saying? The book tell you this here, man. Y'all people gonna turn. I'm just telling you, just sit back and tell you, y'all women don't really understand it. They say women are drawn to strength, which we can sit back and see that. But really, some women don't want strength. They want a nigga who got a little bit of strength, but he really soft as drugstore cotton. You know what I'm saying? Nigga ain't really about nothing. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna stand up in the paint. Nigga's a cop. You know what I'm saying? See, a lot of people sit back and look at what a coward. See, a coward is, like I said, I gotta tell you, man, straight up, when you say the white people, you're a coward. You know what I'm saying? If you'll stand up against your own people and not against them, you coward. You's a whole nigga to me. I wouldn't care who you are, I'll look you straight in your face. You's a whole nigga. Because if you won't bang Mr. Charlie, if you'll bang your brother, you's a whole nigga. You ain't no soldier. You know what I'm talking about? You ain't no soldier. That's why I said when that brother was telling that story before he got out of my what I said, oh, he supposed to stand down? Boy, if I was stabbing Pale and the CEO come in here as soon as he get here, wow, you get it too. I'm already in prison. What you gonna do to me? Shoot, really, I ain't even gonna be stabbing Pale. I'm waiting for the CEO to come. That's who I want to stab.
Why had to be example, man?
You know what I'm talking about? Who? Boy, when I was at Gulf, now, Gulf a dead serious institution. Boy, I used to see niggas at Gulf go in the yard and do this here. Put that lawnmower blade right about the grass. And if them boys wanted to ride, well, I wouldn't be standing here right now. I'd be dead at Gulf with a life sentence. Because, boy, I would have chopped up many a CO. I don't even know these people. It's just because you got brown on. I don't like it. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all beat niggas. I don't know. Your uncle might have beat a nigga. Y'all, I ain't even want to tell y'all the stories of what they used to do to people at Lake Park. They used to have a jar full of gold teeth. Or the dude or the brother who they knocked their gold teeth out their mouth. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. That's what they used to do now. You know what I'm talking about? This is what they used to do. Lake Butler ain't nothing 45 minutes from it.
It's actually Colorado County, Atlanta.
It's in Columbia County. You know what I'm saying?
My ex-coworker.
Lake Butler, Florida. You know what I'm talking about? That's a reception center. When you go to prison, man, I'm telling you, bro, I was at one of them, man. I talking about people talking about, you gotta remember where you at. I'm walking through there, I look at me in the face, talking about, I hate people from Jacksonville. So I said, shoot, that sounded like a personal problem. That was my response to him. I ain't even thinking I'm in prison, he can do this here. Like, I don't care, nigga. Care what you got, I don't care nothing about all that. Dude said, son, he was like, I said, huh? Huh? I said, huh? Just yes, sir. I said, huh? Dude said, man, you can't do that. Because they want you to do this here. Yes, sir, officer. You don't get no yes, sir from me, right? Officer, sergeant, captain, you don't get no yes, sir from me. And I say yes, sir, and no, ma'am on the street. You know what I'm talking about? The old people. But you won't get it in here, though. I will not give you the satisfaction.
Thank you, Michael.
Who? Boy, you don't play no bit. You laugh about it, boy. I'm telling you. What you get behind? Oh, I saw it all the time. Do it all the time. I don't care. You go outside, do it all the time. You know what I'm saying? But Buck said and tell you, shoot. Not in that one. You don't get no yes sir, no ma'am in here. Yeah, you ain't getting that in here. No sir. You know what I'm talking about? Because in here, you feel like you the slave master again. I ain't no slave. So guess what? If you a field nigga, guess what every field nigga ever did? Buck. Buck. You say do this, I'm going to do that. Just because you said do this, I'm going to do the opposite. You know what I'm saying? Because I really want you to try me. I want an excuse to bust your head off. You don't feel me be sitting out like this here all the time and thinking, well, when he catch Slippin', I'm going to kill him tonight. I'm going to kill Master tonight. That's why they don't like to teach you about that term. You know, they're supposed to be doing a movie about that term. They don't want to put it out though. They don't want y'all to go see that. So I guarantee you go see that movie about that term, you're going to be ready to ride. You might have came to the movie theater with a gun. They think y'all going to shoot each other. You like, no, I'm waiting for find the door to get out. I'm shooting your wife over here.
Oh, he said it. Actually, children's hands against the stars.
I'm just being honest though. If you go watch that Nat Turner movie and they do it right, y'all know what made Nat Turner go ride, right? Y'all know what made him want to do it again?
Michael.
No, he read the word. He thought he was Moses. He said the Ruach would tell him to go kill all white people. They were calling him black book. He read that book. He said, man, shoot. And not only he wasn't just killing white people, he was freeing slaves too. And guess who got him killed? A nigga. A snitch. And guess what? Somebody who was close to him. It wasn't no outsider. Somebody who had been riding. Because Nat was not playing no games. Them white folks were going, they was in their bed like this here. You know what I'm talking about? They say Nat coming. It's a real story. Now they be like, boy, Nat coming. They like Nat coming. Because Nat wasn't playing. Nat was coming in broad daylight and like a thief in the night. Bum, 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 bum. Let's go. Bum, 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 bum. Let's go. He getting all the slaves. And he getting them guns. They like this. Shoo, boy, going down tonight. Get what? And all you can do Nat Turner is this here. They don't teach us about stuff like that. They don't teach you, go look up the Gullah Wars on your own time. Y'all familiar with that? That happened right here in the state of Florida. They tell you it was Seminole Indians. Wasn't no Seminole Indians. That was you. During the Civil War, murking the Confederacy. Murking. Yeah, it's G-U-L-L-A-H. Murking. Murking. Yeah, that was you. They try to tell you it's Seminole Indian. That was you. Slaughtering the Confederate army. You know what I'm talking about? They don't like to tell you about Tucson, what them boys did in Haiti. Murder the people. Them French people ain't been back since. They ain't been back since. I mean, messing with them niggas crazy. They ain't crazy, crack get around. They wasn't going for it. You know, I know they taught you that from the day you were born. They ain't with it. They wasn't with it. Mr. Charlie come around here and put a sword on Mr. Charlie. You know what I'm talking about? Them French people ain't been back around there since. They got them economically. You know what I'm saying? They destroyed them economically because the curse is going to be real. But they ain't brought their white behind back around them. If I'm not mistaken, Haiti and French mean hell. You know what I'm talking about? Mean hell. Them people say, but we call hell with them. We'll come back around now. Well, y'all do your research on it. She can tell you better because I just shit. That's her code. I'm telling you, boy. I know about it. They play no games with it. None. That's the only slave uprising in the Western Hemisphere. You know what I'm saying? Like we had some bucket here and there. Like them boys, like we ain't with it. We ain't with it. You know what I'm talking about? They came. Them boys got them swole. They was even catching them while they was asleep. That's why some of the Hebrew dudes say the Haitians are Levites because they did them like they did the men of Sicily. Like after if you ain't familiar with that, when the dude had sex with Dinah, they were like, "Here, you got to get circumcised like us." And while they were healing up, they were asleep. Well, Levi and Simeon came through like this here. Shot, shot, shot. So you could have turned my sister into no whore. And that's what them Haitians did to them French. While they were asleep, kill them all. And you know what you can do after you hear about that? I did. Come on, man. We got to go. Let's go.
So they made priests after the manner of the other nations of the other land.
What else?
So that whosoever cometh to consecrate himself with a young bullock and 7 rams, the same may be a priest.
All you got to do is bring you some money. You can become an ordained minister. That's all you got to do. To bring some money, you be an ordained minister. That's all you got. Because that's what he's saying. Consecrate yourself. A young bullock is payment, right? Yeah, you ain't right. Come on.
But as for us, Yahuwah is our Elohim.
You ask for who?
As for us, Yahuwah is our Elohim.
And what else?
And we have not forsaken.
We ain't did what?
We have not forsaken.
And the who?
And the priest.
And the who?
And the priest.
And the who?
And the priest.
What about?
Which minister unto Yahuwah.
What they do?
Are the sons of Aaron.
The light bearer.
And Levites wait upon their business.
And they wait upon what?
Their business.
They what?
Their business.
They said they ready to work. So guess what that means? I wait upon my business. I got a job to do. Give me 1 Corinthians chapter 9 about verse 14. And then we'll get into this diversity of colors. We'll get at Jeremiah 51 and 4. Is it rain? That sounds like a daily.
Wow, so on the way up.
Not real though, man. I advise everybody, no, your people ain't cowards now. You need to know that. You know what I'm saying? Don't let the people have you around here talking like you just laid down and took that. Some of us stood up and fought back. You know what I'm saying? We ain't no cowards now. You know what I'm talking about? Like I told you, I ain't no killer, I ain't no gangster, I ain't never shot nobody in my life. Because I ain't trying to hurt my own people. I will bust the enemy of my people head wide open to the white meat. I'm talking about them cookies and bust their head open. That's real. You know what I'm saying? But that's only in self-defense though. You know what I'm saying? Like I just ain't gonna walk around, I'm gonna just kill some white people. Like, come on, that's retarded. You know what I'm talking about? But boy, they come around with that rally though. Okay. Yeah, because I don't want nobody to get mistaken like, oh, he's preaching the word, I'm gonna walk around killing white man. I'm talking about killing nobody. I don't want to kill the people. You know what I'm talking about? But if you come with that rally, that bovine excrement, oh yeah, you gotta see me. You gotta see me. Like I was telling them last night. You just shouldn't be willing to die for, oh, because you know him and you know him, or you'll die because that's your homeboy, daughter, or son. I'm going to die for my people regardless. Got the same enemy, same struggle. Got the same Elohim, whether they know him or not. Because I don't take, you know, Hebrews got bad reputation of you niggas talk, but you niggas ain't going to bang me. You feel like you ain't going to do that. You know what I'm talking about? I'm going to do something. But only when the time is right. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't no killer at all. But self-defense though, well, you know what they say the number one rule of universal law is, right? Self-preservation. You know what I'm saying? I got to preserve my people. Because they ain't about me, just like the brother we're talking about, which I already know. If I get killed, it's not going to be better for me. It's going to be better for them that come behind me. See, that's what some of the people were looking at when they went through what they went through during the civil rights. They felt like they made it better for us. Nigga, you made it worse. You know what I'm saying? Integration was the worst thing that ever happened. We should have stayed just how we was. Because we stayed just how we was, all of us be balling right now. Yeah, we'd be balling. Because everything you had would have been self-contained. But that was the who though. My personal opinion. Because, you know what I'm saying? Only because we could have got strong enough to actually truly affect something, because we would have had a lot of economic power. You know what I'm saying?
Point in time.
Yeah, absolutely. Because during the 60s, in the 50s and 60s, because they didn't let us do nothing, we owned our own businesses. Our neighborhoods were insulated. A lot of, you know what I'm saying, a lot of stuff that's going on now wasn't going on. You know what I'm saying? So you imagine if we would have had a 50, 60 year run like that, then you would have had Fortune 500 companies. You know what I'm saying? You would have had generations of children, well, just like I told y'all before, some of y'all, it might not have been some of y'all. Most black boys sell crack because my people poor. You know what I'm saying? So therefore your peers, when you go to talk about selling dope, nobody looks at you and calls you an idiot. You know what I'm saying? But if you come from middle class, everybody getting money, and you ain't got to do that, and you go to talk about, I'm finna sell dope. Nigga, what your daddy got? Niggas, you dumb? Because the number one reason your daddy probably would have been in the house. You know what I'm saying? Then on top of that, because he'd have been in the house, and we'd have been insulated, he'd have had his own business, so you'd have been taught entrepreneurism from the time you were born. You know what I'm saying? So when you would have came out here talking about, I want to sell some dope, everybody gonna clown you. Y'all finna go tell your mama, nigga. Instead of talking about you gonna sell some dope. You know what I'm talking about? But that's how you would have been thinking. Nigga, I'm finna tell on this nigga. I'll tell you, hey, Big Judy, when your son come out selling dope, you need to get it. You know what I'm saying? The mentality would have been different. It wouldn't have been like, shoot, I feel you, my nigga. I might need to get me a bomb too. You know what I'm saying? Because your stomach ain't touching your back. Some niggas sell dope because they squares and they lame and they busters. You know what I'm saying? They just want to be cool. Most niggas sell dope because they have to. And they don't really want to be out there. Regardless of what they try to put it out there like this here. Like you might hear her talk about it. He talking about deep. No, but nigga don't want to be out there. You know what I'm saying? Because your conscience be messing with you. You know what I'm saying? Most of y'all done ran across, y'all ain't ran across no real dope boys that, like I see the chick say, y'all ain't in the street, y'all just outside. You know what I'm saying? A lot of dudes ain't in the street, they just outside. When you in the street, you ain't trying to be out there. You know what I'm saying? You ain't trying to be, you in the street when you out there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, boy, I gotta keep that fire. You know what I'm saying? Boy, you know, all the dope, boy, you out, I was in the street. I wasn't no street killer, I was in the street, I sold dope every day. And I'm out here all night. I was known for it. Nigga know, boy, that nigga Boston be out here. 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, I bet he be out here. You know what I'm saying? I bet he be out here. Posted up, just like this here, like a lamp pole. Watching every car that pass by. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get every corner. I'm on Mayport Road every night. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the trap on Buckman up every night. I'm up in Justina every night. I'm out here. You know what I'm saying? Whatever nigga talking about, I'm talking about in that 4-4 Israel. You know what I'm saying? Israel. One time, boy, I was talking about went in that house, boy, my dope went in there. I said, hold up. Now, I know I left this dope in the cat. Oh, we don't know where it's at. I said, don't worry about it. I know it. You know what I'm talking about? Boy, I came in there when I ain't even pulled that 4-4. I said, oh, it's right. I know it. I'm like, well, I don't want to shoot nobody, but I guarantee you, boy, that iron get a nigga mind right real fast. Because I wasn't planning on hitting no nothing with it. All I had to do was just hit the barrel. I bet they come out where it's at. You know what I'm saying? But it's even bad that you gotta do stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That stuff ain't cool, man. And it's the fact that I gotta think like this and like, now you gonna make me do something. Now I might have to slap one of y'all. I don't want to slap nobody with this, you know? You know what I'm saying? My homeboy would tell me I was locked up, boy, he said he pistol whipped his cousin so bad. Say the bullet went off by his head, said the nigga peed on himself. I couldn't have been out there to see that. I'd have been dying like that. Because from what I was told, he deserved it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, sometimes niggas do stuff, hey, you bring that on yourself.
That's it.
9 times out of 10 is because you playing with people's money. And that life right there, you can't play with people's money. See, I was telling him, how was you ever telling that story too? No, that was Chris. I'm gonna tell y'all this story and I'm gonna leave this long, because it was funny. The nigga I was trying to work from, right? It was a dude who was hustling down while I was hustling down on the beach. He called a case. I guess he was telling people Cub was snitching. Now I'm with another dude who was doing this thing. We just sitting there chilling. He like, bro, ride with me to the car wash. I said, screw it, let's go. So we slide on up there. So the dude who they say snitching, he out there. The nigga I caught work from pull up. And they say, oh, you been telling people I was snitching? I'm saying, yeah, what that is. You know what I'm talking about? Man, Cub jumped up out that car. He done kicked his car, bomb. The dude who I caught work from, he done kicked his car, bomb. He said like this here, man, you done kicked my car, you breaking the rules. Man, that nigga hit that nigga so hard. Bop, 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 bop. Man, he on top of the dude like this here. I said, oh, man. So my homeboy who I caught work from, that's who got beat up. That nigga say, bro, why you ain't called me in a week? I said, boy, I'm ashamed to be your friend. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I don't even know if I want to buy drugs from you. You know what I'm saying? Because number one, you done told a nigga you snitch. And obviously he wasn't snitch, because that's a serious accusation. You can't call no street dude no snitch now. And he beat the brakes off you. And I don't want nobody to think that I'm like you. You know what I'm saying? Because that nigga beat you up decent. You know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about he beat you up decent. You know what I'm talking about? Like straight up in front of everybody too. I'm talking about it's a who's who of dope boys up here, man. And you just got beat up in front of all of us. You know what I'm saying? And everybody know I buy dope from you. So I'm like this here. You know what I'm talking about? I can't mess with you. You know what I'm talking about? But it's a fight, that's what that lifestyle brings on. Nigga running in mouth saying this here, Cuz could have came up and just up fire and killed that nigga right then. I could have got shot just because nigga know I can't work for you. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he say I'm snitching, nigga, you win him, shoot you kill. You know what I'm saying? Just that fast, stuff happened like that. I wasn't riding with him, I was already there with the dude who beat him up. But that's not the point. You know what I'm talking about? That's not the point. But then they sit back saying what that lifestyle and but guess what though? If you take that type of energy that they have and it's channeled properly and you channel it towards the right people, oh, the white folks be terrified. They'll be terrified. Or you take your young boys and channel that all that aggression and anger they got and all that strength and that valor they got and channel it right. That's what they don't want. Come on. What I got to show? Go back to Luke 17 now. Jeremiah 51:7. Give me that Luke 17:9. I probably got the wrong verse all over.
Does he think that the servant?
Make it 7. Luke 17:7.
Or which of you having a servant?
Which of you having a servant?
Plowing or feeding cows, or saying to him by and by, when is he come from the field?
When does he come from the field?
Go and sit down to meat.
He said, when you tell a servant, go sit down and eat. What did he say though?
And will not rather say unto him, make ready where I may sup, and gird yourself and serve me until I've eaten and drunk, and afterward you shall eat and drink.
You'll eat and drink, come on.
Does he think that the servant, because he did the things were commanded to him? I think not.
You say, guess what? So you think that the master gonna look at me and say, great job, sir. You just did what I told you to do. You don't get no bonus points for that. He said, offer yourselves as a living sacrifice. That's your reasonable service. Come on.
So likewise, when you should have done all those things which I commanded,
What up?
say we are unprofitable servants.
I just did what?
We have done that which was our duty to do.
All I did was just do what I was told to do. Which is what? My occupation. My occupation is to use the word. Because see, John 6:63 say what? The flesh profiteth nothing. The words that I speak unto you, they are ruach and they are life. So therefore, all I did was use the word to teach you strength. What is strength? Trust ye. This is Isaiah 26:3. You ain't got to go get it. He said, he will keep you in perfect shalom whose mind is stayed on thee because thou trust in me. Trust ye in Yahuwah forever. Trust in Yah is everlasting strength. So guess what that means? How can you hear without a preacher? And how can he preach except he be sent? So faith come by hearing and hearing come by what? So guess what? My job is to use the word to teach you to have faith in this thing. And guess what he told you in Acts 26:18? That you might get remission of sins to be sanctified by the faith that is in me. Therefore, that will cause you to separate yourself because you heard, you were taught the word, gained the faith. Through that faith, you were separated. And then through that faith, you'll be able to enter and open it. Because he said, I open a door which no man can close, and I shut a door which no man can open. He said, what? I am the door. Whoever enter in through me will enter in the pasture and lay down. That's all because the Levites got to be about their work and their business. That's why he said, you don't know I got to be about my master's business, my Abba's business, my father's business. So his business was to teach the people to have strength to separate themselves that they can be saved. You know what I'm saying? And one thing for certain, two things for sure, I'm about mine. Ain't damn near walk and sit back and say, boy, he wasn't about his business when it come to that right there. Because that's the whole purpose and objective. That's why he say I gave you these teachers. I know I spent a little bit longer than I wanted to, but you need to understand that. You know what I'm talking about? That's the whole purpose of what it's for. That's why he say the Levites wait on their business. They wait on their service. They wait to be able to teach you the word to separate yourself. He told you in Ezekiel 22 in the law that the priest ought to do what? Teach the difference between the clean and the unclean, the Kadesh and the un-Kadesh. Make a difference between what's profane. We ain't supposed to be around here being common. But guess what we want to be? You want to be a regular nigga and just say, hallelujah. That man said, keep my name out your mouth. This a young lady don't roll with a no book. I told the man, keep my name out your mouth and keep y'all name out your mouth. You're around here dressing like a harlot. A harlot? You know what I'm saying? This woman sat back and put a dress on with two splits all the way up the side. See all quad. Move to the left. You might see some vagina. You rotten whore. You know what I'm saying? And you know better than to dress like that. And you got mad because I put you out there in front of everybody. You ought to be shamed. Maybe if you be shamed, maybe you'll sit back and you'll change and modify and rectify that behavior. You think he said, you know, it's all right. You shouldn't dress like that. Stinking slut. You already know you. Why would you call me a slut? You look like one. I can't tell the difference.
All that.
You know what I'm saying? But you got to sit back and look at it. When you running with sinners, y'all can't tell the difference. You know what I'm saying? You got to sit back and look at it. He said, though hand be joined in hand, they will not go unpunished. If you, that man say division, separation. What he in the beginning, what did he separate? That's the law right there. Light represent the word, darkness represents sin. Separation, that's the law. That's the law. So when you join to darkness, guess what you're doing? You just sin. Woo! That's a ring for that child. Huh? All day. Come on, man. Jeremiah 51:7.
Babylon has been a golden cup.
Babylon has been what?
A golden cup.
A golden cup.
In Yahuwah's hand.
In Yahuwah's hand.
That made all the rats drunken.
She made a what?
All the earth drunken.
Drunk. Drunk. When you get drunk, what you do? Go to sleep.
Y'all pass out on the steps. Wherever else.
Y'all wasn't no drinkers. I didn't drink. I smoked weed. You know what you did. You one of the people like, thank y'all for the word. I can see you right now. They walk around the house with a glass full of wine. Just floating around the house with wine. Probably don't even sit either. Just hold it. Just walk around the house like this guy got a glass of wine. Just walk around the house with a glass of wine. So I just had a long day. I just want some wine. Say, well, Ma, when you gonna drink it? I don't know. It's like home. Say, make me feel grown. I mean, I done seen that on TV. Y'all done seen some of the TV shows people just holding the glass of wine. She ain't sitting the whole time the show been on.
People in real life do that.
You know what I'm saying? I be wondering if you ever gonna sit there. You know, it was a couple times I tried to drink wine with a meal. It just didn't work for me.
The only person I know that really wouldn't sip like that was that man.
That's how you do.
Would.
You just walk around sipping.
Yeah, he wouldn't drink like that. I mean, finish this. The rest of us though.
I ain't mess around. Rolling. Yeah, you should sit. See, that's how niggas end up butt naked in the hotel room, sitting cups down.
Oh yeah.
I have another homeboy. He was in some club. He set his cup down. Woke up with rug burns. Nigga robbed him. That nigga robbed him. I hope they didn't rob him of his manhood while he was at it. Old white boy joint. They got him though.
Crazy stuff all What about
No, they got that money.
Nah, he was cool though, man. I just think he was cool. I don't think they got him like that. I hope they ain't get him like that. I hope they ain't get him like that. Nigga nasty then, nasty bastard. I don't know what wrong. I don't think none of the boys went out. Well, I don't know who robbed him. But I just know he said, man, I woke up naked with rug burns, man. He was calling the dope with money. I said, well, what'd you do? I set my drink down, man, and picked it up and drank it again. Oh, you deserve to get robbed, you dummy. They say, well, shoot, he had to have got rug burns. Shoot. He took two and Come on, man. Read that whole verse over again.
Babylon had been a golden cup in Yahuwah's hand, that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken
And
of
what?
her wine. The nations have drunken of her wine.
And what happened?
Therefore, the nations are mad.
They're what?
They're mad.
They're mad. Let me look at Hebrew word up for mad. He said they mad. Y'all think it mean mad like they angry? He said they mad. They out their mind. Let's see what we got it is here for this word here. For mad. Somehow we're going to roll quick in a minute. It says they're mad. The word is halal. To praise, to boast, to be boastful. To shine, to flash forth light. To boast, to glory, to make one's boast, to make a fool of, to make into a fool. To act madly, to act like a madman. So basically what we get out of this is what? They're prideful. And now they've been made to be stupid.
You say foolish, you are stronger.
Think about that, right? They wild. Well, listen, what is that? Was that Revelation 16 they're talking about? That's 17, right? 17 and 1. Will, get me Proverbs 23 and 33. Make it 29.
23?
23 and 29. Because now we're going to get ready to look at this mixed drink. Now, hold on, y'all. When we look at this mixed drink, we got the Maine Russell, we got chaos and water twice, right? We won't write that for one time. So we got the Samak, right? So what we got for that, y'all?
Thorn.
Thorn, right? And then we got the copper. What we have there? Division. So when you drink this mixed cup, you're going to have chaos. You know who the thorn is, right? That's Satan. We're going to go and look at the law for that, right? And that's going to cause division. So you know what this is? Sin going to separate you from Elohim. This is what it's telling you. This is going again to what agreement.
That's called. That's the coup. That's supposed to be called.
Hey, that's what you had on this.
Take that off. That's right. Take that. Yeah.
This?
And then make this wrong.
You know I can't draw.
1, 2, 3.
You an alligator.
Crow's
Yeah, that really helped for somebody.
No, alligator. All right, y'all.
Hey. So look at that, right? Chaos, a thorn bringing division. Satan is going to separate you from Elohim. This is why he say, be not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. You can't mix it. You can't mix it. This is the law. We're going to look at this in the law now. Come on with it, sir. Revelation 17:1. What does it say? Because he said the whole earth has been made to be a fool of. What does Revelation 12:9 say? That great dragon, the serpent, the devil, who deceived the whole world. He done made a fool out of you. You know what I'm saying? When you get caught up in sin or messing with sinners and all that stuff, Satan just made a fool out of you. You mad because you know what you done did? You done drunk that cup. You done drunk the wrong cup. Give me 1 Corinthians 10 and 20. 19 and 20. Y'all better just get that behind you. Come on, Troy. Now we're going to roll.
And there came one of the 7 Malachim,
One of the 7 Malachim.
which had the 7 vials,
7 vials.
and talked with me, saying unto me,
What did he say?
Come here,
Come here.
and I will show unto you a judgment of the great Lord
This stinking whore.
that sits upon many waters.
She sit upon who? Oh, you laughing when I said stinking whore?
That sits upon many waters.
You know what the waters represent, right?
People.
The people, right? Noah's Ark was resting on what?
Mount Ararat.
Not only that, when they were floating on the water, on the people.
With whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication,
They committed fornication.
and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk.
They
with the wine.
made what?
They have been made drunk with the wine of their fornication.
Hold on. With the wine of a what?
Fornication.
Ain't that funny? He told you Jezebel called my servant to commit fornication, and I gave her space to repent, but if she don't repent, I'm going to kill her and her children. You know what I'm talking about? You just sit back and look at it. He said, you seduced my servants. See, I'm going to tell you something, right? Even when it comes to sin, I'll be honest with you. Wicked niggas know who to try and who not to try. Niggas know don't try me. Cause I promise you I'm gonna snap. You better go try somebody else with that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Telling you now, niggas know who to try and who not to try. Y'all ain't know that certain people do that. Nigga won't run up on you, but he'll run. What he say? Did you run up on Ross and Trick like that? He said, if I run up on, he said, if I pulled up on you, little nigga.
I thought that was gangster.
You know what I'm saying? But the whole thing was though, he knew who to try and who not to try. Cause that's why Cuz asked him that. You ran up on Ross and Trick like that? Pulling up on you, nigga, coward. You know what I'm saying? Because you supposed to be like, shoot, nigga, I pull up on that nigga, but right now I'm pulling up on you. That would have supposed to be the response, boy. No, I pulled up on you, nigga. I pull up on all you niggas. Nigga, you ain't know who I am, nigga? I'm Leprechaun.
I don't know the back.
Huh?
That's the story with Baby when he was at the breakfast club.
Oh, I see. I just completely misheard to put some respect on my name.
Oh, you misread that? Oh, the red part was hilarious.
I didn't watch it. I just heard.
Oh, that nigga said you gonna pull up on the radio guy? And he said I was gonna pull up on. He said I knew you was in a lot of places. I was gonna pull up on you, but I thought that was gangster. He said I wanted to look in your eyes like a man. That nigga said, did you pull up on Ross and Trick like that? I'm pulling up on you, nigga. That's what was hilarious, because he sounded like a 5-year-old when he said it though. I'm pulling up on you though, nigga. That was funny. And that's when he ended it with that saying that the niggas rolled in for weeks. Y'all finished? Oh, y'all done. I say, boy, how are you a multi-millionaire CEO talking like this? That nigga said, y'all gonna put some respect on my name.
I think he coined the term, trademarked it or something.
And he a wise man. I would have trademarked it too. You put that on t-shirts and sell it. And if you use it, you got to pay me. But hey, we gonna leave Baby alone because Baby like to kick boys in the mouth. Come on.
It say, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication.
Committed fornication.
The inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine.
Y'all ain't even sit back and realize he said the kings of the rest have committed fornication with it. You already read that in 2 Chronicles 13. They were committing fornication with this whole. So we look at whore, the book tell you that strange one. Say a whore is a deep pitch. Those that ain't wise gonna fall into it. So we're going to look past the natural and look at it because, truthfully, a whorish woman is a deep pitch. You will die fooling with her. The book tells you a woman's heart's like snares and nets, and her hands like bands. And those that please Elohim shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken therein. Because you know what? Because a woman will want you to do this and do this here. Her mind is to get you trapped up to do what she wants you to do versus what you ought to do. So when you don't please y'all, y'all will let her take you. If you please y'all will let you escape from that wicked woman. Now you sit back and you look at it. Those who please Yahuwah will escape from this wicked one. Because we done went over this before. Now we're talking about Babylon. The whore of Babylon. You'll escape from her. You know what I'm saying? You can look at it in a natural sense because we know that. That's not saying that every woman on the planet is like that. But most women, their minds are like snares and nets. They're trying to trap you up and lock you up to do what they want you to do versus what you ought to do. That does not mean every woman walking the planet is like that. But a majority of them are because most women want what they want. And they want you to appease them when I want you to be appeased. And when you don't do it, then they get mad because really they want that control and power over you. Because I can get this man to do what I want him to do when I want him to do it. You know what I'm saying? I remember dealing with a woman, she looked me in the face, she said, you a tough cookie. I said, I know it, because she couldn't get me to do what she wanted me to do. She tried. That was that same woman wanted me to sell dope and do this stuff, she tried. I said, I give you a round of applause. Give her A for effort. Never disrespect me like that. You know what I'm saying? Most men fall for that because they weak for vagina. If you weak for vagina, a woman can get you to do it. And most women know the power that I usually hold over a man is what's in between my legs. You know what I'm saying? Most men think with their penis. That's how they get caught up. You know what I'm saying? If you don't think with your penis and you think with your brain, then you're not going to get caught up. You know what I'm saying? Well, I don't stiff on many holes in my day. Bah! You know what I'm saying? Nina, I seen what you was doing before you did it. So I was able to be able to hide some holes on you. Bam! I gotta get you up off me. Especially when I was hustling. Oh, I don't trust none of y'all. I don't trust none of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because you either want my money or you're going to get me tied up in a hotel room with a bullet in my head.
Or they put some eye drops in the cup.
I don't know nothing about all that because I don't drink, so she can't put nothing in my cup and I roll my own weed.
I'm talking like in the cup, not just liquid.
Any cup, I don't know you like that. Man, I don't know you like that. Like I said, like I'm going to just get old random woman, let her, oh, hey baby, fix me a beverage.
Like chicks, bro. Like, let's just say you have a party, whatever. They'll hit you with some woo-woo, just real quick. On top, woo-woo.
See, that's the whole key thing. She look at you want to drink? No, I want to drink.
I mean, they're not giving you no drink like this, bro. You see that talk? You out.
How she gonna hit me with the eye drop? I said, what she gonna hit me with that?
Get you in like that. Real quick. And anything, bro.
What I'm saying is I don't trust the woman. You not handling my food. I mean, I'm trying to.
That's what they said. Y'all having a conversation. She done hit you.
We call it gutter shit.
I'm saying I'm trying to see how can she hit me with the eye drop.
What's the?
Y'all talking?
So talking, walk up. Well, let's just say you just talking. And then, hey, what's up? Oh, you not feeling good? Let me help.
And y'all match.
But I'm gonna be like this here, boy. I'm gonna be like this here, boy. I ain't trust nan woman walking. I ain't with that coaching. Give me 50 feet. I'm real, man. I'm prepared though. You know what I'm saying? And I know that let me tell you something, right? The greatest downfall of many strong men was a woman. You know what I'm saying? A woman took down Hamasha. Samson. Woman took down Samson. Women took down Solomon. Woman took down Joshua. Keep on, you can go for days. You know what I'm saying? David too. Not David took his own self down.
What about Adam? What about Adam?
David did that to himself. Adam too. That's not to say all women are like that, but I'm saying the book warned you about this. It warned you about this because every woman is not upright. Every woman is not selfless. You know what I'm saying? That's why he tell you a woman's heart's like snares and nets. That woman be like this here. I bet I get that nigga to do what I want to do. What's the most famous? And most of y'all probably done did it in your lifetime. Nigga didn't want to do what you wanted to do. You threw a fit. You did something to frustrate him to get him to do what you wanted him to do. You know what I wore? I was a nigga sit there and laugh at you. Like they said, you doing all that there? That nigga strange. Like I said, I'm gonna leave you. Shoot, what's wrong with you leaving? Get missing. You know what I'm talking about? Get missing. You gonna respect it. You know what I'm saying? But that's for real though. At the same token, a man will come out of a woman. Like I done told y'all this before. You say you in the word. 99.9% men don't believe that. He feel like, oh, I can hit her. They all say they in the word. And the minute you toot your behind up and let him do it, he don't respect nothing you talking about after that. You can't come talking about Yahuwah after that then. Especially a nigga from the world. You know what I'm talking about? Oh yeah, I believe in this here. Now you done laid with it. Now you trying to get him to do it. You think he gonna do it? Oh, I already got you to compromise the word. I know you ain't about this for real. I know you just talking. You know what I'm saying? I know you just talking. Once a nigga can get you, I'm telling you from a man perspective, once a man can get you to go against the word repeatedly, he don't respect nothing. He ain't doing that for, he gonna do it just enough to keep you happy. You know what I'm saying? He gonna play the game long enough, just enough to keep you appeased. Straight up now, because you know what you done did. You done mixed light with darkness. And then you trying to make the darkness light. Can't do that. That go against the law. Go ahead, man.
He says, so he carried me away in a ruach into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet colored beast full of names of blasphemy.
Sitting on the beast means she's sitting on carnality.
Having 7 heads and 10 horns.
We'll deal with that in a little bit. Come on.
And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet, and decked with gold and precious stones and
Precious stone.
having a golden cup in her hand.
She had a gold cup in her hand. What else?
Full of abominations.
Full of what?
Abominations. And filthiness.
Whoa. Filthiness. Wow. Get Isaiah 28:5. 1 Corinthians 10:18. Say it was filthiness in that cup. All manner of uncleanness. So when you drink that cup, see, we was going to get it this way. Most of our women would do it next week. The things that'll stop you from approaching. You know, you want to know about the reason people don't come or don't do this here? Can't get to you because you know you're dirty. You can't come in there like that. So you don't want to come. You don't want to approach. Because you know what happens if you approach to you who are filthy. You die. That's what the law say, right? Can't come in at that man like that. Like everybody understand that, you know, they tell you, come as you are. Y'all will receive you. Who told you that lie? Who told you that lie? That man ain't tell you come as you are. He said, wash you, make you clean. Cease from doing evil from before my eyes. Learn to do well and execute judgment, and you can dwell in the land. He said, but if you rebel, I'm going to kill you dead. I'm going to kill you dead. In the same token, he just showed you his goodness and his severity in the same breath. Because he told you, get on clean now and do this right here. I gladly receive it. Try me though. Try me though. You know what I'm saying? See, that's the part we don't be wanting to hear. You want to hear the, yeah, I'm finna go get hot of it. You know what I'm saying? I feel good now. You don't want to hear that part. Try me though. You know what I'm saying? See, some of y'all got kids, and y'all gonna end up doing that one day. Like they say, yeah, you know, you encourage your son like this here. Hold up, try me. Please try me again. You know what I'm saying? See, you don't feel like that now because like this here because they babies. You know, it's all cute and all that there. Well, that's because you hard as concrete. But that's neither here nor there. Come on, we're gonna leave you alone because we know you hard as concrete.
Corinthians, Isaiah.
1 Corinthians 10. Make it 18.
It says, behold, Yasharah after the flesh are not they which eat of the sacrifices, partakers of the altar?
Don't you realize that if you eat of the sacrifices, you will partake of the altar? So if you eat a hashatan, you will partake of the altar. I know I have 1 Corinthians 9:14. Come on. Go ahead.
What say I then? What the idol is anything, or that which is offered in sacrifice to idols is anything? But I say that the things which the Gentiles sacrifice, they sacrifice to devils.
They sacrifice to who?
To devils.
To who?
To devils.
What else?
And not to Elohim.
That's ain't the Yah. Go ahead.
And I would not that ye should have fellowship with devils.
I wouldn't that you have fellowship with devils. Don't you realize, man, that you talking about hallelujah, praise Yah. Then you go commit sin, you really just made a sacrifice to a devil. Them hallelujahs meant nothing. Them prayers are abominable. They will not be accepted. He just said, I wouldn't you have fellowship with devils. The devil is darkness. Light don't have no fellowship with darkness. You break the law. That's the law. You know what I'm telling you? See, we look at the law as don't eat no pork. Don't break the Shabbat. Keep these feasts. Law just means instruction. Torah doesn't mean instruction. That man say, I divided the light from the darkness. I separated mine from the wicked. You got fellowship with him, you just broke my instruction. But guess what? That light separated from that darkness every day in Shamahim, right? As evidence that there's a separation between righteousness and unrighteousness. And when you join yourself to it, you just broke it. So guess what? Shamahim just bear witness against you, you going to hell.
Speaking of separation, Malachi, that is supposed to be a cop. You know, passing the fence to separate. It was right.
That's your friend. It's your friend. Go ahead.
Ye cannot drink of the cup of Yahuwah and the cup of devils.
You can't do what?
Ye cannot drink of the cup of Yahuwah and the cup of devils.
You can't do what?
Ye cannot drink of the cup of Yahuwah and of the cup of devils.
Can't
Ye
do it.
cannot be partakers of Yahuwah's table and the table of devils. Do we provoke Yahuwah to jealousy? Are we stronger than he?
Don't the law say I'm a jealous Elohim, don't put nobody else before me? So you can't be a sinner and a Kadeshim. You can't drink Yahuwah. You can't drink. This is the cup of the New Testament, right? Shared for many for the remission of sins. You can't drink that cup and drink the cup of his horse. Proverbs, you can get the Proverbs 1. Can't do it now. I just want y'all to understand something. You can't mix these cups, man. He got it. Because I know I had it. You already got it. Oh, he already got the Proverbs 21. I got it. Get the Leviticus 19. Leviticus 19 and 19 is he finna get, but we finna read Proverbs 23 and 29. What does it say?
Proverbs 23 and 29. Who have woe?
Who have destruction?
Who have sorrow?
Who got sadness?
Who has contention?
Who got contentions?
Who has babbling?
Who just battling?
Who have wounds without cause?
Wounds without cause. Now we went over this long time ago that this is Mashiach. But we're not looking at that right now. We're going to look at it different. Come on, I did ask you about Isaiah 25.
With the battle, that could have been like they said, cause their lives.
Who has redness of eyes?
Who got redness of eyes?
They that tarry long at the wine.
At the wine, at what else?
And they that go to seek mixed wine.
That go to seek mixed wine. The Hebrew word for it, can you pronounce that for us? Mamsak. Sound like an Asian thing, huh? You was ready to say that.
I just thought about it, to be honest.
That's a mixed drink. So we got chaos, a thorn, and division. Give me Genesis 3 and 19. We got to show you about what the thorns is, because you know what Hebrews chapter 6 tell you? He said those that are not under, they say thorns and briars are rejected, and they are not under cursing, and the end is to be burned. So when you around here mixing mixed drink, you have chaos because of sin. Therefore, you are a thorn and a briar, and you have been rejected, and you will be burned. So drink, what ends up happening with Great Babylon? What she get hit with? Fire. Fire. She burned with fire, according to Revelation 18, right? Huh? She get burned. He burned up, and then he said the smoke raises up. She get burned. He do just like he did in Sodom and Gomorrah. What got Sodom and Gomorrah burned up? They went after strange flesh. They were mixing. You know what I'm talking about? Man with man, woman with woman, man with beast. And what did he do? Fire and brimstone. You know what I'm saying? And it's a similitude to show you what's going to happen when you mix ungodliness with godliness. That man said if you're a friend of the world, you're an enemy of Allah. When you mix the two, you're going to be burned. You can't go after mixed drink. Go ahead. Isaiah 28:5. 28:5. Tell me what that says. Chapter 28. Isaiah 28:5.
In that day shall Yahuwah oath be for a crown of esteem and for a diadem. You know the word?
Yeah, we went over that.
It's like a crown. Like a
Crowns, yeah. We just went
For a
talking.
diadem of beauty unto the remnant of his people, and for a ruach of judgment to him that sits in judgment, and for strength to them that turn the battle to the gate.
Mm-hmm.
But they also have erred.
They have what?
They have erred.
They have what?
They have erred.
By what?
Through wine.
Through what?
Wine.
Come on.
And strong drink
And strong drink.
are out of the way.
They out of what?
Out of the way.
Oh, no. So when you done mixed it, you done messed around and drunk this cup, or this mixed wine this whole Babylon got, now you got chaos and thorns to get you what? Divided or out of the way. That's why he said you can't mix the cup of the master and the cup of devils. You can't have fellowship with ungodliness. That's going to get you out of the way. He said they erred. That means they're wrong. Now you don't win here. You ain't on the straight and narrow path. You ain't doing this here. He's going to tell you that too. Go ahead.
They are swallowed up of wine. They are out of the way through strong drink. They err in their vision. They stumble in judgment. For all tables are full of vomit.
Whoa.
And filthiness, so there is no place clean.
Whoa. And they say what they filthiness in that cup? Vomit. You know what Peter told you about vomit, right?
Let it dawn.
Why did they return to their vomit? Because it was better for you not to even have heard the word than to hear the God's commandment and turn from it. Because you done drunk that cup. Now ain't nothing but abominations and filth in you. See, when you drink the cup of the master, you showing forth his death till he come. Now you done been joined to the covenant. Remember how we talked about don't go to the altar and swear falsely? Don't come up here talking about you're going to join this man's covenant and you ain't going to walk in it. Don't sit back there and you're going to eat this man's flesh and drink his blood and get immersed in his death knowing you wasn't going to do it. You know what I'm talking about? Why do that? People do it all the time, don't they? The man saying they erred. And nothing on the table was but with vomit and uncleanness. That's hard right there. That calls you to sit back and think something. That's why he told you can't drink the cup of devils and the cup of Yahuwah. He said when you drink that cup, you got battles. You got battles. You talking stupid. You got destruction. You're going to hell when you do this. He said everybody that seek after mixed drink, you seeking after false worship. What you actually seeking over after is hypocritical worship. You want to serve Yahuwah how you want to serve him. You know what I'm saying? You pulling the cane. That man said, don't if you do well, you'll be accepted. If not, sin lie at the door. You know what I'm saying? Read me that Genesis 3 and 19. Let them hear it out of the law about that thorn. I want you to hear what the law says. You see what we're talking about? How we go this thing? There's a way you can teach the law where you can catch what he's telling you. It's bigger than thou shalt not do this here. That's what I'm telling you. You ain't winning nobody telling them what they can and can't do. Let them realize what it is you doing. See, right now we getting the details on. You see this right here? Oh, you thought you wasn't sinning, huh? But you were sinning right now. Then you begin to realize this way is tighter than I thought it was. You know what I'm saying? That things that you think are minute could cost you your life. See, a form of mixed worship is Easter. Just throw up Jesus' name. You know what I'm saying? You know what Hebrews' way of doing it? Shoot, keep the commandment best as you can. Do it to the best of your ability. How did anything this serious nigga tell you just try your best? When did y'all tell you try your best? Y'all said get it done. Not just that, he said get it done. You know what to do to get it done. Do what I told you to do. People tell you, there's no way you could keep them laws. Who told you that? Yeah, of course there's no way you can keep them when you don't want to. You know what I'm saying? It's amazing how when it's something that we want to do, we can find 1,000,001 ways to get it done. But when it comes to obeying y'all word, we can't find no way to get that done. And you know what finds us to stop us from getting it done? Our desires stop us from getting it done. We want to do too many things outside the man's way. Why? Because you've been drinking with that whore Babylon. She talking about, I got some new wine for you. Yeah, it's a Merlot. Let me get some. You know what I'm saying? Now you're around here staggering, drunk. Your table or your house is full of vomit. You know what I'm saying? Another one, he say they stagger, but not with wine. That's Isaiah 29, read it to me, verse 10. You got to realize something. If you staggering, guess what happened, right? You can't walk in the way. You can't walk in the tight way when you're drunk. Man. How many of y'all ever seen a drunk man walk in a straight line? When they pull you over for that DUI thing, what's the first thing they want you to do?
Hold up with the light in the
Narrow path, though. And guess what a drunk man doing? Noriega had a song and a dance where he said, do the drunk man, nigga, do the drunk man. I'm for real. I mean, that's before your time, I'm dead serious though. He literally had a song, he was like, do the drunk man, nigga, do the drunk man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like 98, 99, something like that. You heard it? Go ahead.
Stay yourselves and wonder. Cry ye out and cry.
Why?
They are drunken, but not with wine.
They what?
They are drunken, but not with wine.
Well, what they drunk with?
They stagger, but not with strong drink. For Yahuwah has poured out upon you the ruach of the deep sleep.
There you go, D say you get drunk, go to sleep. There it is.
And close your eyes. The prophets, the rulers, the seers has he covered.
All because they've been drinking with that hoe. Who got Leviticus 19 and 19? So we see that, oh, you got Genesis 3 and 19. We need to hear that. So guess what this means, right? You see how dangerous that is to mix? Because it's going to get you outside the way. Just remember what we read in Isaiah 30. This is the way, walk you in it. When you go to the right hand, to the left. Well, if you're done drunk from this cup of this whore Babylon, these abominations like we mentioned earlier. Lying. Heart that devises wicked imaginations. Feet that be swift to run into mischief. Discord among brethren. False witnesses. Homosexuality. All unrighteousness for that matter. Cross-dressing. But he said a man should not wear what pertains to a woman shouldn't wear what pertains to a man. This right here is going to get you to drunk that cup. Because the world tell you, woman, you can wear pants. The world tell you, you can worship idols. The world tell you, you can lay with a boy. That's your lifestyle choice. That's Babylon, that's confusion. Elohim is not the author of confusion. Who authors confusion? Hashatan. Guess what that means? And if you're confused, guess what that make you? Not a Kadeshi. We done heard people talking about, I'm confused. Well, if you're confused, that means you're not sanctified. Period. That's what the book says. See, I'm going to tell y'all something. When we say certain things, it ain't the needle to poke at you, but I'm going to tell you what the book says. So if you tell me you're confused over a matter, and then it's get broke down to you, and you say you're still confused, the book's telling me you're not a Kadeshim. Don't mean you can't become one, but at that present time, you are not. You know what I'm saying? Just like I told you. Huh?
Don't mean you gotta stay confused.
No. Since I told y'all last night, the book tell you like, okay, like Paul said, we need to perfect what's lacking in your faith. If you got something lacking in your faith, you need to speak up. That way we can be able to go through the things that can help make that part that's lacking be filled. You know what I'm saying? I told you last night. What the disciples always kept asking the master? Well, not increase our faith. They asked him that regularly. You know what I'm saying? They asked him that regularly. Remember we talked about that when he came through? They said, Master, we can't get this unclean spirit out. He looked at him and said, you faithless and perverse generation, how long will I suffer you? Then he told him, but this will he only come out with prayer and fasting. But he just had felt like he let him know, you niggas face small. Because if it wasn't, you could have got that nigga up out of here. You wouldn't even have to call me. You know what I'm saying? He did that to make a point. I need to increase. It's not. It's your faith should be here, but it's like right here. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't mean it's non-existent. It just means it's not complete. And that's a process of time. You know what I'm saying? After the process of time, it's going to get complete. It's going to get whole. But there's a reason why these men said these things. Because they knew the people with faith was lacking in areas. And if you know what it is, you need to let me know. And then, hey, word going to come to my head. We go look for something. And then, like I said last night, if I go over, you're going to know that, okay. Y'all ain't going to know that, oh, such and such told them that's what they were lacking at. You just going to hear it. You're going to take what you're going to take from it. But that person who said it, they don't know. You know what I'm saying? And then they can be able to see. Like if you got a fearful heart, and we read about David, or we read about Elisha, or we read about that man who slayed the lion with his bare hand, and all that type of stuff, then that can increase your faith not to have a fearful heart no more. When you read how these men relied on Yahuwah to take these people down. You understand what I'm saying? That's an example of what I mean by increasing that there. Or somebody who was suffering, or suffering some manner of tribulation, and you read about how they endured that, you know what I'm saying? Then you sit back and look at it. Okay, it's been increased right there. I can be able to handle that now. You know what I'm saying? You don't necessarily hear that. You go through that. Your faith week is going to do something to you. You know what I'm talking about? So you got to hear these certain things that going. He said the scriptures were written beforehand for our learning, that through the scriptures we might have hope and comfort. You know what I'm talking about? Genesis 3:19.
And unto Adam he said, because thou hast hearkened unto the voice of thy
Because you
wife,
listen to your wife.
and hast eaten of the tree which I commanded thee, saying, thou shalt not eat of
You
it.
should have did.
Cursed is the ground for thy sake.
What else?
And sorrow shalt thou eat of it all the days of thy life.
All the days of your life.
Thorns and thistles shall it bring forth to thee, and thou shalt eat of the herb of the field.
Thorns, and you know what a thorn do? But also thorns sit back and they prick at you. They poke. Like Paul said, that's a thorn in my flesh. Really, that thorn was supposed to actually keep you humble and keep you low. So you don't exalt yourself above measure. You know what I'm talking about? So that's what he said back and look at it. These thorns is chaos. Because when you live in the sin, you got complete chaos. Because we know shalom means to destroy the authority over chaos. So you know what I'm saying? The Hebrew word for shalom, you spell it out, means to destroy the authority attached to chaos. So we looking at the piece of Hamashiach will destroy Satan. But when you sit back and you drinking this big drink, now you got this chaos, now this thorn is steady poking you, and then you separate. Because he said it's your iniquities that have separated you from your Elohim, that he will not hear. You know what I'm saying? It's your iniquities of what has caused him not to save. And it's all because of mixed drink. Leviticus 19:19. What y'all doing today?
You shall keep my statutes. You shall not let your cattle gender with a diverse
You ain't even
kind.
crying for real, son.
You shall not sow your field with needle seed.
You will not do what? Hold
Sow
on.
your field with
Don't
needle
think it hurt.
seed.
Tell me again.
You shall keep my statutes.
You do what?
Keep my statutes.
And what else?
You shall not let your cattle gender with a diverse kind.
And what else?
You shall not sow your field with mingled seed.
You won't sow your field with wheat and tares, right?
Neither shall a garment mingle of linen and woolen come.
Now we talk about that. Revelation 19:10. Now you look at linen. What does linen come from? And what does the law say about the plant? Genesis chapter 1.
Seed man.
You know what I'm saying? After its kind. What does wool come from? A beast. And what would beast sit back and be representative of? Being carnal. So you can't mix the ruach and the flesh. Can't mix the two. We need to see what the fine linen is. We need to see what that linen is. Revelation 19:10. Not 19:10. 19:5. What linen? Oh, yes, sir. Stinking bastards at the courthouse stole my linen shirt when I was going to trial. They left my clothes up there. I had a linen hill figure shirt. Nigga stole my shirt. I was coming back and said, come on, man. I guess they figure he going to prison anyway.
What else for you?
I be big. I went on food. Platinum food when it was hot.
And the voice came out of the throne saying,
No, I only had platinum food. I went on food. No, they ain't food, nigga. That's that apple. No, because platinum fubu cost way more, but only because fat apple was on it. Because I liked the carrots. I didn't want no regular fubu. That stuff was ugly. And it was only the jeans, nigga. That's when we were wearing iceberg back then. Y'all don't know about that.
Iceberg, Mr. Kid?
No, iceberg. $300 t-shirts, man. With Scooby-Doo on. Heavenly pew.
Nah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, not 29. Right.
No, I ain't talking about lot 20.
Yeah.
I'm talking about iceberg.
That's what it is.
Mickey Mouse, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
See, y'all do that.
I got to cook a wife up now. I enjoyed the brothers, man. I'm gonna come back to
Yes,
this.
sir. Most I will, we hear that. Come on, sir.
Revelation 19:5. And a voice came out of the throne saying, Praise our Elohim.
Do what?
Praise all
What
the
else?
servants, ye that fear him, both small and great. And I heard, as it were the voice of a great multitude,
What you heard?
and the voice of many waters,
And what else?
the voice of mighty thunder,
And what else?
saying, Hallelujah.
What did he say?
Hallelujah.
What else he said?
For Elohim, Yahuwah Sabaoth reigns.
He does what?
He reigns.
And what else?
Let us be glad and rejoice in
Let
his
us do what?
Be glad.
You know why they rejoicing? Because Babylon got burned. Come on.
It said, let us be glad and rejoice and give honor, for the marriage of the Lamb is come, and this woman has made herself ready.
And what else?
And to her was granted that she should be arrayed in fine
And what?
fine linen,
What else?
clean and white,
Clean and what?
clean and white.
No filthiness.
For the fine linen
Is the what?
righteousness.
And what is righteousness, everybody? No. What is righteousness, everybody?
Faith.
Yes. Abraham believed Yahuwah. He counted it to him for righteousness. And what is the fine linen? That's your garment. That's your covering. How did you get that covering? He that believe on me, as the scripture has said, out of the belly shall flow rivers of living water. This is the Ruach, which they that believe on him should receive. This is why we preach the Master first, to establish that faith. Then through the establishment of that faith, then you will keep what is written. You're not going to keep what you don't believe in. Because if you don't really believe in it, and you're trying to keep it, you're going to halfway do it. And at the first chance of trouble, you're going to get outside the way, and you're going to be around here, hallelujah, and live in faith. Bear witness and live in faith. So all this is talking about is, you can't mix the flesh, and that's why he said the flesh profiteth nothing. That's why he said you got to put off the flesh. And you got to put on the ruach. He said, put ye on, give me Romans 13 and 14. 13 and 12. Make it to you. See, ain't no mixing. Yahuwah ain't with that mixing. I ain't getting diverse. Or me. But I'm going to write this sentence out, right? We got the carve, right? So we got division again, right? We got teaching again. We got strength again. We got the hand again. And we got chaos or water again. So when we look at this sentence, what do we have here? A separate teacher that teach strength by a hand that causes chaos, right? Because we talking about mingle. Or two kinds or a mixture, which we just read in Leviticus 19. But they could go both ways. Because you look at that linen garment, will divide, will separate a teaching that calls strength by the right hand, which is Yahushua, which will lead you to the water, or to the Ruach of everlasting life. At the same token, if you put on that woolen garment, you've been separated by the teaching of the wicked one, because you've been drinking that cup of abominations from this woman. Therefore, now you've been strengthened in sin. You know what I'm talking about? Now your right hand is really yourself. He said your Elohim is your belly, because you mind earthly things, and now you have chaos. Because you messed around and you mingled. That's what happens when you take two kinds of mixture. That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to take the strength of Yahuwah on the right hand and mix it with chaos. You can't eat at the master's table and the devil's table. You can't drink from the master's cup and the devil's cup. Because that's what's going to happen. And that's what confusion. Because now you think right is wrong and wrong is right. Or there's a way that seems right unto a man and the end thereof are the ways of death. Some of y'all know people, they feel like their way is right. Y'all's guiding me to hell. Because that's where he wants you to go. Because he's not directing you, you're directing yourself. He said the Ruach, he said, those that are led by the Ruach bear witness to the sons of Elohim, right? Well, the sons of Elohim will never be led to commit sin. Where you read the son of Elohim being led to commit sin? For you to say that go against the law. You blaspheme. You done sinned just that fast. Y'all's guiding me to sin? To sin? So y'all direct you to get in a position where you're doing something that's directly contrary to his word. And y'all took you there. Nigga, please, you done bear false witness on the man. That's an abomination. See how fast you can sin. Because you know why? Because you're trying to justify yourself, because you're going to mingle. Because that's what we just read, right? You can't mingle that. That's why the man said with the wheat and the tares, he said, let them grow up together. Unless you pull up a wheat trying to give a tare. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? A wheat and a tare.
He about to leave, but he wanted to say something.
Go ahead.
No, I just want to, I was just letting you know, man, this right here. But when I first came into this knowledge, man, I heard a lot of Hebrew Israelites. I heard a lot of Israel United to Christ. They did this all wrong, man. But being in Christianity, I came to Christianity in 98. I was a minister. I was a priest. You know what I'm saying? I left from there because it was just too much, man. You know, people getting killed. I think I know you from somewhere, but I just can't remember.
Who, me?
Yes, I do. I knew
You been in Jordan? Been in Jordan?
Yeah, folks. But Christianity don't teach this at all. They don't do none of this in Christianity. You know, like you said, you hallelujah, praise the Lord, remember church speaking tongue, you know, pay your tithe, you be blessed. Christianity don't teach this at all. That's right here, well, you blew my mind with that. I never seen that in my life. I just want to say, man, I think it was high. I feel like I cried.
Sorry. That's the dude I made at Publix I was telling you about. That's the dude I made at Publix.
He came.
Praise y'all.
You get out of here, man. But I'm gonna be back, man. And like I say, I'm in a war right now because I tried to tell my wife about this, and she's not really feeling it because she came. Her dad was a preacher. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna keep going.
Praise y'all. Hold on, y'all. You know what I'm saying? You sit back and you look at something, right? You can't mix this stuff. Now there was something right with diversity, but I'm gonna spare that for time. I guess we'll just do that while we eat. Did you hear me? With that Daniel, we do that while food cooks. You look at the sun, right? What does this mean for us? Consume or destroy. We know the noon here, right? The sea, continual life. We don't want that for that right there. What we want for the noon. We don't want continual life. We want sea, right? See, look like that. See, you know what else we want? Intention. And then we got the haste of what we're going to have there. Open again. So we see right here, right? When you divide, some of this diverse. Because he told you I'm talking about diverse seeds and diverse go. Give me Deuteronomy, was it 25 and 11? Yeah, I got it. 25 and 11? Or was it 25 and 17? Deuteronomy 25. So what says because to divide verse is to change, to alter, to pervert. Perverseness, right? To disguise oneself. Maybe basically, I ain't want to, like I said, I still talk about it anyway. I had to ease them into that. I didn't want to think I was totally crazy. I'm crazy something. Pretty much about 85%. 8. So we see you are destroyed by a seed that opens, right? So when you sit back and look at it, right, you got the woman's seed and who? The serpent seed. The serpent seed looks to disguise themselves as the woman's seed. The wheat and the tares grow up together, they look the same. You know what I'm talking about? To pervert his word. We might have to put that thing up there. It was a brother who posted. He say Satan's seed, no word, right? Remember I put that in there?
Perverted or alter the word.
They try to change it. They know what's right, but they choose to do wrong. And it's to cause the righteous to stumble. See, a sinner be like, yeah, y'all call me to stumble. No, they call themselves up. You know what I'm saying? Because they want to pervert the word and take away from, I can do that, there's nothing wrong with me doing this. Okay. 6 months ago, that wasn't the case. Shoot, nigga, 60 minutes ago, that wasn't. Somebody who try to mingle stuff takes the word and adjusts it to fit their pleasures at the moment. To pervert the word to disguise oneself. What did 1 and 2 Corinthians chapter 10 say? No marvel, for Hashatan is transformed into a Malachi of life. So don't marvel when his ministers are conformed to become ministers of righteousness. So what do sinners try to do? Put Hebrew garments on, put head wraps on, put fringes on, disguising themselves. But yet they're diverse. What did the master tell you? Outside you appear righteously. Inside you full of hypocrisy and dead men's bones. Because you have mingled. That's not good. We'll deal with that in a little later. We just had to hit that and see that there. So when we turn around and we look at the totality of every word that we have up here this afternoon. We have one that says the workers of Yahuwah, their job is to use the Ruach to teach you the strength of faith. So basically, the Ruach to teach faith to separate you to get into the house. Because they have valor, or kail, or the strength, or ability. Because the ability is the gift that was given that we read in Ephesians chapter 4, which each minister gets. Which will cause you to separate by Hamashiach, because you've been taught. Because the reason being is, because when they come with this big drink is trying to cause the storm, the chaos of the thorn or death to separate you from him. Why? Because if you get mingled, now you separated by a teacher that strengthens you in sin, by a hand or a man that causes chaos. All because you're going to be destroyed by a seed that opened his mouth with a teaching that altered or perverted or disguised itself to be righteous. Which takes us right back to the law again with Adam and Eve. Because Satan came with a diverse doctrine. He altered what Yahuwah said. He perverted what he said. He disguised himself as he would bring a light, but he really was a murderer. And he destroyed that seed and brought death. You understand what I'm saying? That's why you can't mingle. That's why you can't mingle. This is what the book said. You see us at everything we looked at, it took us back to the law every single time. Every time it took you right back to the instructions. Not just on some, don't do this, don't do that, but to give you an understanding. He said he opened up the scripture to cause them to understand the scripture. When they look at Nehemiah and Ezra, when they were teaching, he caused them to understand the reader. See, I told y'all about this before, because we had some people thinking, oh, anybody can pull Hamashiach out the book. That's how I know you're stupid. When I say that, that means that you hear the truth, but you believe lies because you think it's just about saying that's the matter. Yeah, anybody can do that. Truthfully, anybody can open the book. That's talking about Jesus. That's talking about Yahushua. But who can give you understanding with it? That's the key, right? Because you got some stupid Hebrews that can point them out. But they can't give you no understanding with it. Now you understand what he's telling you. When you understand what he's telling you, then it's easier for you to do what he say do. Because you know why you're doing it. He said he's giving us an understanding that we may know him that is true and that we are in him that is true. This is the true Elohim and even eternal life. So the key thing what understanding brings is, which is what the experience ought to know, is so that you in him and that you know him. Just saying, oh, that's the master, means nothing. You know, for a long time, that's what niggas thought that's all we were doing. They missed all the understanding that was brought out of us pointing him out. It wasn't about just to point him out. You know why? Because it was a snare and a trap. Niggas were supposed to got caught up in it and missed the rest. Deuteronomy 25:17. No sign. Come here, baby. Come on. Come on. Go ahead. Remember, no, I want the diverse.
That's him.
Yeah, I want to think, it's a thing with the diversity and norms and around the world. Stop. Definitely. 13. 25, 13. Go ahead. You all right? We all right?
Oh, this talking about diversity.
Multitude of you see, that's
Read
balance.
that. Call that way.
It says, 25 and 13. Thou shalt not have in thy bag diverse weights of great and of small.
He said you won't have in your bag diverse weights of great.
Thou shalt not have in thy house diverse measures
Don't have in your house diverse measures.
of great and small.
Think about that, y'all.
But thou shalt have a perfect and just weight.
A perfect and just weight.
Perfect and just measure shalt thou have, that thy days may be lengthened in the land which Yahuwah thy Elohim giveth thee. For all that do such things and all that do unrighteousness are an abomination.
So guess what? If you got a mixed weight in your bag, a mixed weight in your house, that means you got mingled seed in you. That's an abomination. Yahuwah gonna hate you. Because you trying to mix righteousness with unrighteousness. How you gonna live off that? I can't remember where it's at. It is what it is. I think he told you the same thing about not mixing wool and linen and Deuteronomy. It is escapes my mind where it's at. So when we turn around and we look at it, right? When we go to mixing all this stuff in together, it gets us all caught up and jammed up.
Deuteronomy 22:9.
22 and 9, thank you, sir.
Thou shalt not sow the vineyard with diverse seeds, lest the fruit of thy seed that thou hast sown and the fruit of thy vineyard be defiled.
If it be what? So you see what happens? You realize if you mix that seed together, you end up becoming unclean. And what did it say was in that cup? Filthiness.
It won't produce, it won't reproduce. Let's go back to that too.
Right back to that. Right back to that. Because you done tried to, you're trying to disguise yourself. Come on.
And then it say, thou shalt not plow with the ox and the ass together, and thou shalt not wear a garment of diverse sorts, as of wool and linen together.
You're gonna have to put you're gonna have to put the master on. Get that Romans 13 and 10. We'll stop right there. You're gonna have to put the master on, or you're gonna have to wear that flesh. Remember what we were reading about last night? He said he put the clay on. You know what I'm talking about? And then before the judge, you can't wear both of them. You can't wear flesh and ruach. He said, he that is of the ruach, he said, to be carnally minded is death. To be spiritually minded is life and peace. The carnal mind is enmity against the law, hallelujah. It's not subject to it, neither indeed can be. You can't wear both. You're going to have to put one off. That's why you see that woman sitting upon a beast. A scarlet beast. You know what I'm talking about? Wool. That's what she got on. A carnal self. Come on, sir.
All right.
Is that something else? Okay, Romans 13.
Love works.
Love what?
Love works no ill to his neighbor. Therefore, love is the fulfilling of the law.
If you love Yahuwah, you'll do what he say. Come on.
That knowing the time, that now it is high time to wake out of sleep. For now is Yahushua nearer than when we believe. The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness.
Cast off that wool.
Let us put on the armor of light.
Let us put on some linen.
Let us walk honest in the day.
In the daytime.
Not in riot, drunkenness, changing, and wantonness.
You see why he say you walking in drunkenness in the night? Because you've been drinking that cup. Come on.
But put you on the master Yahushua.
Put on who?
The master Yahushua.
Put on who?
The master Yahushua.
Why?
And make not provision for the flesh to fulfill the lust.
Don't do that, little buff. All right, told y'all for the word. I appreciate everybody. I got you.